So low.
Nicky, what it do?
Hey, hard rock stadium, everybody go get your grills, man. Time to cook. Dolphin, 60 minutes in the game. We be playing to the end, and we C-O-O-K, cooking buffalo. Chefing at the hard rock, and we putting on a show. Dolphin, 60 minutes in the game. We be playing to the end, and we C-O-O-K, cooking buffalo. Chefing at the hard rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go! Cooking buffalo. Let's go! Cooking buffalo. Let's go! Cooking buffalo. Let's go! Cooking buffalo. Fresh up off the wind, we was down but made it back. Purple smoke up in the air, that's that Raven pack. We was mad, disappointed in the first half.
What's up, everybody?
Cleaned them up, that's the bird bath.
I'm back home.
Moving on now, team feeling strong now. To a time to anthem, we're about to learn the song now. We got cheater, defense beater. Slow them down, they got a chance.
I won't play it no more.
Through the scene, hit them with that wild stand.
I won't play it again.
Anyway, defense straight, got our stop piling. We gon' dig a big hole for him and Josh Allen. We'll celebrate this week, but Sunday we are not smiling. Get your grills and make them hot. Flame them like that yellow light. D-O-L-P-H-I-N. 60 minutes in the game. We be playing to the end. And we C-O-O-K, cooking buffalo. Chefing at the hard rock. And we putting on a show. D-O-L-P-H-I-N. 60 minutes in the game. We be playing to the end. And we C-O-O-K, cooking buffalo. Chefing at the hard rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go! Cooking buffalo. Let's go! Cooking buffalo. Let's go! Cooking buffalo. Let's go! Cooking buffalo.
Hey, man, McBain
Cocajones.
gonna need a wheelbarrow, man, for his nuts to carry around, man. He got a lot of cocajones.
A lot of cocajones. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Stephen D, right here on Hot Take Tuesday. I had to let that play out. I was going to be like, I'm just going to start the first couple of minutes of seconds of the song and go into it. But when I heard it, I'm like, oh, man. Yeah, man. So super excited about everything. What's up? I'm back home. It's your boy, Stephen D, and we are live right here on the #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. I'm your host, Stephen D. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Stephen D, SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. I'm going to bring in the #1 producer of the show because, well, he is. Okay? Roach. Good morning, Roach.
What's up, guys?
How are you? You ready for the rundown? We got to do this
ready.
thing. Hey, just so y'all know, I just saw the tweet or the chat. A-Rod, who, by the way, I partied with the whole weekend, him and his wife. Shout out to A-Rod. I go to the airport last night because I had an 8:30 flight at night, and I show up there like 2.5 hours before the flight, and A-Rod's there. And by the way, I ran into him on the way there.
Right.
So, but he lives in North Carolina, but his flight had gotten delayed, and he said, "I'm still stuck in Atlanta, still in my Dolphins gear." A-Rod, I'm sorry, bro. This weather is wreaking havoc on everyone today, man.
Is South Florida getting rain right now?
Well, when I left, it was downpouring, and that was at 8:30 last night. And so I think it had just started to, the hurricane had just started to come in. So we'll see what happens. We will see.
Everybody stay safe.
Everybody stay safe. I know the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are training this week at our facility, which I think is crazy. But yeah.
I get they're going to get a direct hit, but you think they would have gone north.
Nope. They're coming over to us.
Like maybe to Jacksonville.
They're training in our facility for the entire week from what I've heard. So we'll see what happens.
You would think Jacksonville would be safer. It's on the other coast.
They're playing Jacksonville today?
No.
Or who are they playing this week?
I'm just saying Jacksonville is just north of them. Like, I know it's a far ways north, but it's on the other coast of Florida.
Well, we'll see what happens. Anyway, you can follow Miami Sports Music on all social media at Miami Sports Music and at MIA Sports Music. Okay. I like it. What did A-Rod say? Read that real quick.
Still getting props from fans throughout the airport, though. It's like I play for the team. Start doing autographs, bro. $20.
Start doing it. Say I take autographs for $30.
Or Starbucks. Give me a Starbucks.
Yeah, just give me or a Starbucks gift cards. Whatever one works.
Or 40 burger.
Or 40 burger. Hey, look, if y'all want, you can hit the like button and subscribe. Guys, we are over 750 people, actually less than 750 people away from 10,000 followers. Now, A-Rod can vouch for me. I'm in the airport last night to anybody who was a Dolphins fan. Come here. Hey, have you ever heard of Miami sports music? You ever heard of Clock Blockers? In the airport, straight like that. Okay. So, yeah, I was definitely in the airport doing face-to-face marketing at 8 o'clock last night.
What else you got?
As I'm getting ready to get on my flight. I'm always working. Even when I'm not working, I'm promoting. I want the show to be big, and it starts with one person at the time. One person at a time. What did A-Rod say? A-Rod said, a walking PR marketing firm. Oh, yeah, I was. It was crazy. Anyways, hey, look, if you want to sign up and become a member of the family today, do that. Sign up today. Become a member of the family. I would love can we get 2 new people signed up? That'd be awesome. Get 2 new people to the family today. I think we can do that. I think we can make that happen.
Oh,
the
Adam
link
said, oh, sorry. The link,
is in the channel.
Adam said Jacksonville's supposed to get more rain than Miami. That's why.
Is he?
That's true. Downtown Jacksonville has the river right there, so that's where the stadium is, and it floods all the time.
Wow.
So that makes sense.
I told you, Steven, for now, you thought I was joking. What are you talking about, Corey? I'm sorry. I missed what you were talking about, Corey. I'll pay attention in the chat for a second while I do that. Hey, look, yeah, sign up, become a member of the family today. Would love to get 2 new members of the channel. Hey, look, you want to help the channel grow by donating? Lots of different ways you guys can do that. I don't care if it's $1. It goes such a long way into helping the channel grow. And as you guys have seen, I am on my 22nd straight day of either traveling or being on air. So, yes, please donate to the channel, help the channel grow. I'm exhausted.
Keys to success: never quit.
Hey, man, 22 straight days.
Just like the Dolphins
being on
last
air
2
and
weeks.
traveling for being on air.
We haven't quit in 2 weeks, bro. The Dolphins haven't.
Yeah, well, I have to tell you, I'm honestly happy I'm not going to the game on Thursday. I cannot wait to watch a game from the luxury of my couch.
Oh no,
and do absolutely nothing.
I won't be.
I will do a pregame show.
Oh no, it's on Thursday Night Football.
It's on Thursday Night Football. Amazon. Baby. See, look at God, looking out for us. Hey, look, if you want to donate, a couple different ways you can do that. Use the YouTube Live Super Chat, which is the $sign down at the bottom of the chat. You can also use Cash App. Use the QR code that's right on your screen here, MSM Podcast Network with a $sign in front of it. Or also PayPal, which is also MSM Podcast Network. Again, I don't care if it's $1. It goes such a long way into helping the channel grow. I also want to give a big shout out to our sponsors of the show, ZSM Sports. I feel like EA Sports. It's in the game. Except it's ZSM Sports. ZSM Sports, cards, jerseys, balls, and hard to find items. Make sure you guys look up anything you guys need in sports memorabilia. He specializes in it. Go follow him on Instagram at SportsZSM or on Facebook /ZSM-Sports. Also, hey, look, I didn't mean to ignore the super chat. I'm sorry.
No, I have it starred for after the rundown.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah. I want to get to your super chat.
It's set aside, so
we'll get you, Chris. We'll get you. Also, Hangry Owls. Good food, good mood, craft subs and salads. Hangry Owls is the place to be. If you're in Pembroke Pines and you want a good sub, go to Pembroke Pines and go to Hangry Owls, 305-279-5332. And make sure you give them a follow on Instagram at Hangry Owls, HANGRYALS. Vesasura. I can't roll my R right now because my throat's hurting. But born and raised, a beer created for the fans by the fans, just like Miami Sports Music, a network made by the fans for the fans, or the Clock Blockers, a show made by a fan for the fans. It is the official beer of Clock Blockers. We love it. It's great. I got some in my refrigerator right now. I'm not going to get it at the moment. I'm not drinking this morning, but I'm pretty sure my boy Nando will be. A little Vesasura. Yeah, so hopefully Nando's got a little Vesasura. Nando's in the background, but he's not here yet. He's still setting up. Also, hey, look, you need some tickets for the game Thursday night or in New York? for the MetLife takeover, or do you need tickets for the Vikings or the Steelers game? A great place to sit.com is the way to go. A great place to sit.com. Make sure you give them a call. Check them out. Use the code word DWA. Get 5% off your tickets. The price you see is the price you get, unless you use the code word DWA and you get 5% off. I'm just saying, it's awesome. Go to a great place to sit.com. Concert, sports, theater, anything you need, anywhere in the world, a great place to sit.com. And then last but not least, Tail Greeter. We love us some Tail Greeter here. Follow, download the app on your current Apple or Android or Crapple or Android device, whatever one you have, an Apple or a Crapple. Not sure which one you got, but I'm sure you got one. Download the app today and make sure you give them a follow on Tail Greeter on social media. TAILGREETER. All right, today is Hot Take Tuesday.
Before you bring them up,
Yeah.
I learned something today that will really shed a light to why we don't get the love when we deserve it. Do you remember the was it the 305 or 506 website?
Yes, 506 Sports.
We were barely on the map.
Yep.
So you look at like Pat McAfee show. All he saw was the butt fumble, right? Or the butt pump.
Yep.
And the reason is because that game, unless you had DirecTV, you really didn't get to see it unless you were in South Florida or in New York, right? So none of them got to see it. And then he said something on his show that they have to put in the request on the night before of what clips they want, what plays they want for their show. They don't just get to go like to the all 22 and pull it. They have to submit a request to the NFL. So these guys don't even know what plays to pick because they didn't watch the game. You know what I'm saying?
Pat McAfee, do better, Pat McAfee.
So no, it's not Pat McAfee. It's ESPN. It's all these guys. If they're not watching the game or they're at a different game, all they're looking at is the stats. So they see 400 yards for Allen. They see the 90 minutes. And they're like, oh, they must have messed up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I think we don't get the love, because if you see the teams that got the national coverage, like the Colts and the Chiefs, they got all the love this week because they were seen across the country.
They were.
And that's what needs to change is they need to play Miami across the country more.
And then more people will see it. You're right.
That's what we need to that's what we need to fight for.
I like your theory. I believe you're onto something there. All right, before we get started, we're going to go back to your super chat, Chris Smith. I didn't forget about your super chat. But let me bring on the two co-hosts for today for Hot Take Tuesday. My brother from another mother. I love this man. He went viral over the weekend, but I love him. I wouldn't do anything without him. He is such a great guy. I need everybody to know that. But not only is he a great guy, he's a good-looking guy, too. Nicky Smokes. What's up, Nicky? Whoa. You sound like a robot.
I sound like a robot.
Yeah, you need to go out and come back in. You sound like a robot.
I sound better.
It might be. Yeah, you sound better now.
Go.
There you go.
You sound like R2D2, bro.
You definitely, that was weird. You were like, I sound like I'm being taken over.
I was like, you are not the droid I'm looking for.
3-0, baby.
How are you?
I'm doing great. We're 3-0. I can't complain.
You've been one of the hottest people in
Catch that flight
Miami
home.
media
Catch
for
that
the
flight
last
home.
48 hours, bro.
Yeah, no, most definitely. It was kind of crazy seeing like Dave Portnoy quote tweet it, and he's like, "This guy sucks," and then he followed up with it. And he's like, "You know what? He doesn't suck, but I will admit he should have got beaten up by Bills Mafia." So like that was the highlight. Like I got Dave Portnoy to like take it back. So that was a win in itself.
You know what's funny, because so I've talked behind the scenes. I'm a big Barstool fan. Love Barstool Sports. Barstool Sports wants to come take over our show and become like, hey, we're here, okay? But I always felt like you would be a perfect fit for Barstool Sports.
Yeah,
like
100%.
You and Compass Saturdays are for the boys, bro.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised that he originally came at you. I was like, Dave should love this.
It's funny because like that's what they're built on. And if I was a Bills fan, I would have been all over their page, but they would have been praising me. They're like, oh, we love Bills Mafia. Like, look at them.
Right.
Like, don't mess with Bills Mafia. But they were surprised because, well, there's actually a Miami Dolphins fan who's passionate and cares about his team. And look, like, I'm going to be honest. Like, I was absolutely hammered. I'm so emotionally invested into that game. And these Bills fans, like, they're so comfortable in our stadium. Like, they act like they own the place, bro.
And you were yelling the P word into the phone, not at an individual.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was screaming at my own phone. I was screaming at my own phone. And then the guy said, F you to me. So I turned around and I started chirping with him too. Now,
I
obviously, like when I went back and watched it sober,
Steven
I was
knows
like,
that guy,
of course.
bro.
I was
So
like,
I was
of
at
course,
the
this is
airport
the
with
one
that guy
video that
last
goes
night.
viral.
So the guy who said F you to Nicky was at the airport last night with me. I swear to God.
He looked like
it was him.
Did you say anything to him?
I didn't.
Oh, Steven,
But
you have a job
I
in the
know,
media.
I should have
to
done it.
ask those questions.
I should have done it.
You could have had him on the panel here with
I'm
Nicky.
not gonna lie, bro. I was hurting going into my flight.
Dude, I'm still hurting. Like my body is sore. Like I felt like I played in the game. Like I'm still sore.
I'm actually
That heat is
surprised.
unreal.
I'm
All right, before we
surprised
get
you
going
didn't
into
make
this,
it
let me
in.
bring in the other co-host of Hot Take Tuesday. Where's your little Vasosaur? You got your Vasosaur in the background? All right, here we go.
Why are you enabling?
Look at you. Put it up next to the thing. And you're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Nando, you don't have to drink that. If you want a coffee, drink a coffee.
It's such a good sound.
Such an enabler, man, but it's okay. It's a little victory
I'm an
Tuesday.
enabler. I've been called many things in my day. I don't think I've ever been
But
called an enabler.
I'm actually surprised Nicky didn't end up on the Pat McAfee show for Overreaction Monday.
I agree. If you were
Like
a Bills
that-
or a Patriots fan, you would have
been on the
called
show.
up 100%.
They would have been loving me. Oh,
know.
Bills Mafia, don't mess with them. Don't mess with them. Now, like to
you'd
be
be on the
honest, like,
Portland show right now.
my girl is not a fan of the video. Like she hates the video. And
I was
she's
actually
like
a little worried for you.
She's the only one that like is like drilling me. So I kind of feel bad just because like I see how much it bothered her. But I'm trying to explain like the environment.
I don't think you
and,
did
like,
anything
what's
wrong.
being
I told you this
what's
last
being
night. I don't
said
think
like
you did
between
anything wrong.
fans.
Yeah.
Like there's way worse things that happen at those games.
Oh
and
yeah.
worse things that are
what
being
I was
said.
worried about is you getting like
Way
sucker
worse.
punched by somebody. Is what I was worried about. When I saw it, I was like, man, I hope nobody, like some drunk. You know how drunk guys get after the game when they lose.
I mean, like
You
I
haven't taken the video
deserve
down, right?
to get punched, but like I was down for it, like
you looked like
and-
you were ready and expecting for it. You were like, "Let's go!" Like you're
I mean,
jazzed
like,
up.
and
It
I didn't want to sit there and fight. Like I was just so fired up for us. Like that was such
All right,
a big win
people
for
want
us.
me to play the video. They want
I'm
me to play
saying,
the
I don't
video.
think you were going to fight.
Well, I'm
It just
gonna
looked like
play
you were ready to take a punch. You were like, "Let's go!" I don't care. Like,
All right,
Bills
so
must get down.
this is the video
Oh,
that went viral. It's got 2.1 million views. 2.1 million.
Oh, pussy! Enjoy that flight home! Hey, fuck you! Let's go! Enjoy that flight home! Yes, enjoy that flight home! What's up? What's up? Let's go! Enjoy that flight home! Enjoy that flight home! Enjoy that flight home! Enjoy that flight home! Bitch ass!
Love the.
Enjoy that flight home!
I won't give you a swear jar for that, but let me tell you, at the end when he said "you bitch ass," I was like, "What? What?"
dude, that's why. I
That's the only part that I didn't like of the video. Was that
You need
last
that. You need that new GoPro 11, bro. You can
do.
you can literally spin it and it'll keep your picture perfect.
That's why I need a
That's
beer
the
this
last
morning,
thing
bro.
I was thinking about. And of course, like
I'm a
that's
tech
the
guy. That's
video
the
that
first
goes
thing I was
viral. Like I've sat here
We
and
were
I've
talking
made
about that last night, and Nicky goes,
I've been
"That's
making
all the
videos for,
videos
like,
he goes.
3
That's the
years.
one that goes viral."
And I feel like I've made some great content. And then the one where it's just raw, unfiltered emotion, it's like, okay, yeah, that's the one that's going to go viral. And now I'm the Dolphin douche. And it sucks because like I've done so much positive things like within our community.
Dude, the charity
And
and
then it's
whatnot.
like that one video. It's like,
bro,
oh,
Nicky,
he's the Dolphin douche.
you're our man, $100,000 here, bro. We know what you are.
But
And-
all my
and
Fins
real
fans
talk,
have
I
my
don't
back.
think-
There's a couple that don't, but like 90% of the fan base have my back, which is all.
I'll be real. I don't think you did anything wrong. I don't think you said "f you" to the guy. Like you were pumped. He bumped it. Well, like you bumped into him or he bumped into you. Either one.
Well, if
know,
you look at the
emotion.
timing,
Like, everybody was
if you look
bumping
at the
into everybody.
timing, Steven, it was he said the P word right next to the chef from
And
South
so
Park.
he thought he was saying it.
And I think that guy thought he was calling him.
You know what we should do? We should try to get that Buffalo fan. See, I should have gone to him. I missed opportunity.
Bro. But you need to show some respect to me and Nando right now, or Nando
Why?
and I.
Why?
Because
Q's 3-0, but-
Q's are
Real
25
quick.
on the power rankings,
Smokes. You should,
and
you
the
should have
Dolphins
stuck
are
it
on the
to him,
power
bro.
rankings. This is rare for a Syracuse Dolphin fan to be on two
All
different
right,
power
all right.
rankings.
Hold on. Before we get into the
Drop
power
the little
rankings,
charity link underneath that video. It would have been a hey, props up to the help get a little more love for the community, and also big F you guys to I'm not a Dolphins douche, bro. I'm a little two-hit wonder right there.
Dude, if anybody
But
calls you a
here's my
Dolphins
thing
douche,
with
bro,
that,
tell
though,
them to
is
come
like-
talk to me, cuz.
Like most of the backlash that I am getting, it's like from these Bills fans that act like they're like the cream of the crop.
Are you
class
kidding me?
people.
Look
Act
at
like
what they
Saints
do
now,
on
bro.
a-
all my
on a
boys that go to the
weekly
games there,
basis.
they're like, we get beer pegged at us. People get jumped in the bathroom. Like my boy Bobby, like when he was 6, a grown man was stabbing a stuffed dolphin and then threw it at him.
Did you hear what happened
Like-
to me
like
when I was a
there's
kid in
fans
Bill
are
Stadium?
Roach has got stories.
Nicky,
Roach used to grow up in Buffalo.
I grew up
in
there.
Buffalo.
I fly
And so
out
he
next
went to
Wednesday
games
to
all
go
the time.
back. The when I was a kid, my dad told me not to wear my Dan Marino jersey to a Bills Bears game.
Right? They don't care how old
And
you are.
I was sitting there on the 50 in my Dan Marino, little kid. Dude's throwing, I don't know if it was popcorn or peanuts. And I'm going to swear, Stephen, for the story, but it's not for swear jar. You just showed a video of him saying
You're fine.
P-words.
I'll let
So,
you slide.
He was throwing it at me.
Swear jar is
and-
not real
and he was
anyway,
like,
according
he's
to
like, what are you going to
everybody.
do, you little faggot? And he's just throwing it at me, right? And I start
I
like,
can't believe a grown man said that to you.
so
as a
I
kid,
start
when
tearing
you
up,
were a
and
kid.
nobody around them is saying nothing. They're all Bills fan. My dad leans over to me, and he's like, "If you're gonna wear the jersey, own it and man up. Don't be a little bitch." Is what my dad told me.
Your
I
dad?
Just, yeah. So
How
I just
old
sit
were
there,
you at this time?
probably like 8, and I'm just sitting there like you know what I mean, like
And you're going to visit your
trying
dad
to
for
man
2
up.
weeks, bro.
Yeah, man. What do you mean? We just beat them. I'm gonna walk in that house. He's gonna pick me up at the airport in a
And
Dolphin jersey.
You might not be. You
That-
might. You
that
might
Nicky's
put you
friend
outside.
Bobby
You
helped
might
me
be like,
order
"Bro,
yesterday."
You know what? You can't stay here now. On second thought,
Yeah, your buddy Bobby helped me get a
your
jersey
dad.
yesterday.
Your
so-
dad sounded ruthless.
He was, bro.
Ruthless.
Don't go to Yankee Stadium with him. I've been sitting. I sat. He was always in the jail at Yankee Stadium, and I know where that jail was in the old stadium because I would sit in there and wait for my dad to get bailed out. Every game.
Your dad sounds like he is like the role model.
Imagine if your dad was a Dolphins fan and me and him went to a game together.
Dude. No, so my dad is like,
You would definitely be
I
getting
love my
locked
dad. I don't think he's like a bad person, but when he's at the
He's
Yankee
old
Stadium and he will say anything, he don't care if it's like, if you're warming up in that batter's box, he'll sit at the third base right behind it. And if it will affect you, whether it's racist, derogatory, he will say it just to throw you off. And
It's all about the game.
And I can't go. I can't go with him, bro. I can't go with him.
I could not deal with somebody.
Dude,
like that.
I just can't believe that like he let someone just peg peanuts at you and call you a faggot.
Dude, he got hit in the head with a cooler at Yankee Stadium one time by a Red Sox fan.
Yeah,
when they used to be
peanuts
able to bring
and
coolers
coolers,
to
I'm
the
not
game.
gonna lie. If somebody did that to my kid, we'd be fighting. We'd be fighting.
I
Like,
think
there
you'd
would
have
be
to
a
fight.
Yeah.
But they're giving me Jello shots when I was like 10 years old. These girls at Buffalo Bills games, they walk around with Jello shots. They give you them. They show you their titties, and then so there
Roach
was some
at
good
10 years
parts.
old getting
I love how
flashed
they're
and taking
comparing
Jello shots.
Nicky's antics to let's talk about the last 30 years of Bills fans and what they've done and how bad they are.
They deserve everything they're getting, honestly. From traumatizing child Roach,
Yeah,
Hey,
just being absolute
Roach's
douches.
childhood was traumatized because of it. I love it. All right. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show. Clock Blockers right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. We had my man Chris Smith donate a couple dollars when the show started. He said, if Tua balls out Thursday, MVP talk? Question
We're talking
mark.
about it now.
I'm talking about it now. Do you guys think he's having a better year than Jalen Hurts?
I mean, statistically for MVP, no, I don't. Not
I
yet.
think he's third. I think it goes. I think
It
it's
goes Hurts,
probably
Allen,
I-
Tua. Oh, Lamar's up there.
Lamar,
too,
you gotta
yeah.
put Lamar in
Lamar's
there.
I think
crazy
it's something
right
I don't
now.
even want to talk about until we're a quarter way.
I don't even
Dude,
care
I
if
do
Tua's
wanna
an
talk
MVP
about-
candidate or not. Like
Huh?
we're
I do wanna
3-0
talk about it.
and we keep winning. Like I'm not a stat guy. Like I don't care about stats. I care about wins. And like that's why I don't care that Tua only had 186 yards, but he made the plays when we needed him the most.
is so,
That
I'm gonna
third
tell you
and
right now,
23 was huge. That
we talked
throw to
about
River Craycraft was huge. Like he got knocked out. I don't care what they say, and he came back in and he fought for this team. Like that's what I care about. I don't care about his stats. I don't care about his numbers. He showed up when we needed him the most, and he came back when he got knocked out, and he finished the game and helped us win the game. Like that's
All right,
my quarterback.
Nicky and Nando, you guys were at the game. Roach and I, we talked about this yesterday, but I want to ask you guys, what did you think of the atmosphere there pregame? What did you think of the weather? What did you think of the game? Like, give me everything. We'll start with you, Nicky.
Honestly, it felt like a college game. Like it felt like a playoff game because like the Bills fans, I mean, like shout out to them. Like they really do show up. Like they take over like that whole away side.
35% of the stadium, easy.
I'd say
Bills
40.
fans.
I'd say 40. Like because anytime they're whooping our butt, like they are loud, and it's so embarrassing to be at Hard Rock Stadium when we're losing because you feel like you're the away team. But I mean, that stadium was so loud, and every third down, it felt like make or break. Every fourth down, it felt like the stadium was going to collapse. That was the loudest that I've ever heard that stadium in the last 10 to 15 years. And I'm reading one of the comments in the chat. Yeah, like Greg's 100% right. And that's why I was so pissed off. They were literally cheering. Like Tua went down and they started cheering. Now, fans cheer when a player gets up. I get that. But they saw him laying on the ground, couldn't get up, and they started cheering. And like that, that's what set me off.
When he
and
stumbled, did they do anything?
Ask Ghost. You could ask anyone that was there, like Dolphins that were there. Like I swear on everything, they started cheering when he was down.
Oh, you're right. I saw it. I was there.
Yeah, so like I took that personally. Like that's the scummest of scum. But the environment of that game was unbelievable.
It was a playoff game.
Great for Dolphin fans.
To me, it starts it makes that rivalry more fun to watch, right? And so, like the skirmish on the field with Christian Wilkins, who, by the way, I think is hands down the best trash talker in the NFL right now.
He's a menace. I love him.
Dude, I love it.
Such passion.
We have to give him the bag. Like we have to pay him, bro. He can't leave.
He can't leave. He's the heart and soul of that defense. At least from like he just gets people pumped up. I love him.
Knock it off. Yeah.
Nando.
Sorry, my cat. He was pinning the other cat on the ground.
His cat's name is Tua, just so you know.
Tua keeps winning, bro.
Knock it off. I love it. All right, Nando, what was your thoughts yesterday?
Dude, stadium was absolutely electric. I like that you compared it to a college game, bro. College game, like football, like playoffs. It was almost to me like a rowdy soccer game. Like it was clear the fans definitely tailgated beforehand. We're good to go. I love that I moved to section 349 on the home side because the away side, like I
just get cooked.
Too much heat. I mean, there's too many fans too. You talk about cooking, bro. Like it would have been. I looked exactly where my section was. There would probably been a row of Bills fans in front of me and behind me. Like talk about like chirping back and forth would have been way too much. I had two Bills behind me and one Bill way down in front of me in my section. That was it. Just Dolphins fans, loud every down. That's my favorite part about a game, bro. Getting up on third down and just
I love getting fired up, dude. Like, and that's the only thing I don't understand is like people act like with my video, like that happens every single game.
I was ready to run through a wall, Nicky, after your video, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I've seen way worse, bro. Back in the 90s,
way worse, bro.
But like, soccer games sometimes,
I love that environment. Like I love getting loud, like third down.
You got to remember, we're in the internet age, and
of course, everyone wants to take their moral high ground.
Yeah, I'm sure when you went to Boston, bro, for the Celtics game,
watch the video, you're like, did he really do anything wrong? Like he just was pumped. Like the dude was pumped. He was ready to go.
I just can't believe that
you did what Havlis did. You just had your phone out. You know what I'm saying? And you got amped. It was hype. I was ready.
I was talking shit to my phone. I knew it was done because I posted it, and I went back. They literally had 500 likes in 1 minute. I was like, oh my god, like this thing's about to.
It was going off in my group chat. I was like, dude, we're next to each other, bro. I was like, just show me the video, man.
Were the Bills fans in the stadium complaining because I think about the heat and the sun. Is it the fans that were at home in Buffalo watching on TV complaining, or is it the fans in the stadium?
This person who put this on social media, this Bills fan, talking about OSHA and that is not the stupidest comment I've ever seen in my life. Well, I'm sorry. It is.
If you're going to venture into OSHA, what about noise? What about noise ordinance?
Sharman should ask them.
What about the DB levels for hearing? That's an OSHA violation. They don't care about that. Why would they care about the heat and the snow?
It's so funny that they're complaining about the heat when they make us play there in December and it's 12 degrees outside and snowing.
What about OSHA then? Because it works the same way.
Yeah.
You know,
every Packers game.
Some stadiums literally have a DB.
What do they do? They open up homeless shelters when it goes 33 degrees or below.
Yeah. They both had 2 ice bowls.
I know. Like, what are we?
Their fans don't complain. Yeah. They don't complain about the sun when they won the last 7 games.
But Steven, have you ever seen?
There's no complaining.
Have you ever seen a decibel counter on the screen?
Yeah.
And it literally takes you above the OSHA level allowed, right?
Yeah.
And they don't care about that.
They don't. Well, here's the other thing.
So what's the
to it,
difference?
too. Here's the other thing to it too, right? There was a video breakdown I saw on YouTube yesterday of how the Dolphins designed the stadium so that the opposing team was in the
public
heat.
knowledge.
Duh. That's
been
called
that way
home field
forever.
advantage.
That was my favorite part when they announced the big stadium. I was like,
Yeah. It's not like the canopy is longer on one side than the other. It's just the way the stadium's positioned with the sun going from end zone to end zone, right?
oh yeah, I was mad at first when I thought everyone was going to get
sets and
canopy.
rises from end zone to end zone, right?
Even before the roof, we were always in the shade just because of how the sun rises and sets. Like that away side always has been getting pelted by the sun. It's just more obvious
take a
now
screenshot.
because
One
the
of
roof
the
is there.
sports guys this morning said he expects the leagues to tell the Dolphins to put something over the head of the visiting bench for shade. No
It's
way.
an architectural masterpiece, bro. They can go
Dude,
screw
they
off.
could bring
No
their own
way.
tents. Teams bring their own tents.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
do that.
They could, but
not
and
a
then
high
I heard,
school, bro.
I heard one guy saying they need to have a roof, right? Somebody said they need to put a roof, like a retractable roof.
no,
and then
no.
another guy said on ESPN, what if they do just only night games in
I'm
September?
telling you, if the NFL does anything like that, what happens when a
Right.
team goes to Buffalo or
Yeah.
you know or
But did
No
you hear
snow
that? Did
games,
you hear the last part?
no
He
rain
suggested-
games. Move
he
Denver
suggested-
Stadium.
Build a dome.
Denver should go
Everyone
back to
should
ground
build-
zero,
build
bro.
a dome.
Ryan Clark could not play in Denver because of his sickle cell disease, right?
Yeah, dude, the Broncos should play at ground zero.
Yep.
No mile high.
But
Yeah.
If we're talking
but
stadium
then they were
advantages,
saying
you know what
that
I'm saying? Like,
in September we should only be allowed to have night home games in September. That was another thing they said.
Man, F.
But
them,
Buffalo's been beating us in that heat since they've been. It's not like the stadium just got put there and the sun just raised on Sunday. It's been like this forever.
Whatchamacallit, Jerry Jones brought his bench off the sideline to a game last year. To a game. He brought the bench because I guess it was heated or whatever like that, because I don't think he trusted the other team's stuff to work correctly. So he's like, I'll just fly my own benches out here and make sure that they're warm and all that, like whatever it was.
Moneybags Jerry.
I
Why
know,
not?
right? So like if you want to bring your own crap, like we're not here to cater to you. This is our house.
I think that gets me annoyed is that when you talk about playoff football, everyone goes, oh, cold football. You need to be able to win in the cold. You need to be able to win in December, in January. You need to be able to win in the cold, yada, yada. That's like the NFL status. Why does nobody say, oh, come September, you need to be able to win in the heat. You need to be able to be
Right.
ready to win in the
So if they
summertime.
would have
Like,
won,
come on,
would
bro.
we be even talking about this if they would
Not
have
at
won?
all.
No.
Exactly.
No, it
They'd be
wouldn't
making
even be a
fun of us.
conversation.
They'd be
It
making
wouldn't
fun
even
of
be
us.
a
They'd be like, it was so
conversation.
hot, and our Buffalo boys still did it. See, we told you all week that
And-
the Buffalo
and the-
heat is the same thing as
and
the
the
Miami
second-
heat, that the upstate New York heat is the same thing, that we get hot up here too, yada, yada. When it's a
You don't
hot,
get that hot.
it's
You don't get
nothing,
that
bro.
hot.
Yep.
I'll tell you, the other excuse that really pissed me off yesterday was, well, if we had enough time on the clock, we would have beat you guys and kicked the field goal
You had
or
90
whatever.
minutes. and
You missed a
couldn't-
field goal.
You had
You
90
had 60
minutes.
you
They
had
ran
60
90
minutes.
plays.
They missed a field goal
Or
already.
60 minutes, sorry.
Triple S podcast says, Stephen, the Bills shipped down their AC benches. Well,
Should have shipped down better ones.
yeah, right.
Should have went to Walmart and got a pop-up.
Bench is a thing, by the way. Is that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. Heated benches, I've heard, but I didn't know AC benches were. But
Like, I heard of those benches that have like that mist with the fan and stuff. You know
well,
what I mean?
I
I've seen
think
them.
that all sidelines get that. I do think that all sidelines get that. So, but to what I was saying before, like I don't know. Like the fact that a Bills fan's going to sit here and tell me if we had more time, we would have beat you guys. Bro, you had 60 minutes. You ran 90 plays. You had the ball 40% of the time. You ran control of that game on the offensive side. You had more than enough time. If you didn't make stupid plays like the one at the end of the first half, you would have had three, right? Right? They would have won. Well, I'm not going to sit here and say that you wouldn't have. I'm just telling you.
What about Holland being on the field for every play?
So, he's a savage.
Absolute monster.
Dude, is he the next Ed Reed? I'm
might
starting
be.
to think it.
I said Javon Holland would be up for. He's not putting up like the statistics, but like we can all know that
He started getting that love though
he's
last
amazing.
night on
He's amazing.
ESPN and
Green
NFL
thought
Network.
that's the captain.
I still stick to 5 interceptions, 5 sacks this year. I still think it can happen.
So
He already has 1.5.
I'm trying to find his jersey.
He had
with
1.5
the
just the
captain
last
patch
game.
on it.
Did he?
Yeah, he had 1.5 sacks against Buffalo. Bro, we
So, yeah.
put the pressure on Josh Allen. And by the way, Like, it's not easy to put pressure on Allen. Like, he's incredible. I'm not going to sit here and lie. Like, he's incredible. It's almost impossible to tackle him. But I think we did the best job out of everyone actually putting his ass in the dirt, strip sack fumble. Like, we made him uncomfortable. Like, for Josh Allen, he was uncomfortable against the Miami
It was
Dolphins.
almost, Nicky, like when he had open field, he was able to do his thing. And then when the field got narrower and everything got compressed, that's when our defense was causing fits. You know what I mean?
You know, so one of the things, so I sat and watched the game with Von Joe, and Von Joe
in the AC.
We were in the first row of the Broxel suite, but we were out the window was open.
I'm not upset. I just want to say
it was hot. We felt the heat too. Now we didn't feel the heat like we did week one. I was hurting week one, bro. Week one, I was.
Hey, I would have been in the AC too,
hurting.
bro. I wouldn't.
I mean, anyways,
I was seeing stars first quarter, man. It was hot.
Okay, not gonna happen. So we were talking about that, Josh. So two things I got out of this, as far as Buffalo's concerned. Josh Allen, top 3 quarterback in the NFL, hands down. Like,
I think he's the best, honestly.
I don't know. Lamar is up there. I like Lamar a lot, and then Patty Mahomes, right? You know, but yeah, I mean, he's up there.
See, I think Josh is above him because
you just can't tackle him, bro.
Yeah,
like,
and
he's too big. Like, even when you get home on him, like, there's a whole nother task to tackle him.
Right.
Like, getting to him is step A, and then trying to tackle him before he throws the ball away or runs right past you. He gets everyone with that stupid pump fake too. Like, it is a 2 to 3 step process to bring him down.
There was so many times on Sunday's game where he evaded the sack or evaded the tackle, and we're just sitting there like, what happened?
Like, how?
I was watching when he does his option, right? He is so like just late. It's like a lazy option. He's just standing there so nonchalant, like, here, take. It's weird, like I'm used to seeing like Lamar Jackson or Tua. They're like ready to take off.
Scotty, send me the link. I want to see that.
And Josh Allen just stands there like a statue and just holds the ball. It's such a slow handoff that I'm like, it just looked weird the way he does it, but it works. And I don't know why it works.
My favorite play of the game is when they try to do that quarterback option on like the 2-yard line, and Landon Roberts and Jerome Baker just lit him up. Like, you don't see Josh Allen getting picked up and dropped like that. Like, they laid this stick on him. And to be honest, I know Josh Allen was skipping rocks on that last play, but dude, like, that's because we put a beat down on him.
Yeah,
like,
after
he had
that,
to throw the ball
tired,
63 times.
Yep.
And on that drive, he threw 4 passes that should have got picked.
Yep.
Javon should have had one. Xavier should have had one. Brandon Jones should have had one. And Jalen Phillips should have had one. So, I mean, we could go back and forth about him skipping rocks, but they had a lot of breaks.
So after that missed throw, they showed on the TV.
Scotty DM me.
Allen was getting the trainer. He was getting a hand massage from the trainer on the sideline.
Was he?
On his throwing hand. And they showed it like he hit his hand on, I don't know if it was on a helmet or something, but something was wrong with his right hand after that play. And that play, I'm not saying he hit his hand that play, but I think it happened to play before because they were like tending to his hand, his throwing hand. Like, they had a towel over it. They had people blocking him, but they left the opening that the camera zoomed in through. So they were trying to disguise it that they were helping him. But
man,
it is what it is. It's football. You get hurt, you know?
100%. And here's the other thing. So one of the reasons they were talking about everything was all the players are dropping like flies. They have to go in. Our players did the same thing too, bro. Our players did the same thing too.
I was trying to take it off, and you're putting it back.
I'm trying to take
Let
it
me
off.
produce. Let me produce, man. Let me do my job.
So,
I'm actually pumped for that Browns week. I can't wait to make fun of them, man.
Jacoby Brissett.
I mean, he's getting wins somehow. So annoying.
All right, before we get into, is there anything else we want to talk about with this Buffalo game before we get into?
Yeah, I think you have to play the clip of Josh Allen putting his head onto his chest.
I
and
know,
you have
it's
to play
so
the Ken
good.
Dorsey clip.
Yeah, I was
you have to play both.
Ken
of those.
Dorsey for sure.
I've probably watched that video 100,000 times.
Which is your favorite?
Ken Dorsey.
Definitely. Look, so I was gonna say Ken Dorsey, but just because Bills fans are always like, Josh Allen's your daddy, Josh Allen's your daddy, and then it's like Tua's like sunning him, and like Josh Allen's just resting his little sad head on Tua's chest. Like that's my video.
Are
now.
they the
Like,
same age?
No, like Tues your daddy now.
I love it. What do you think Tues was saying to him?
Oh, Tues probably like it's okay, man. Like
I
Tues
think
too
he's-
good of a guy, but like
I don't think
this
that's
is
an
What, no,
emotional-
what do you want? What do you wish he said to him right here? How about that?
Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy? Who's
But
your daddy now?
I think that's more exhaustion and him just listening, and he's just like, man, I'm tired, than it is emotional.
Oh
Go to
well, I
Miami,
mean,
baby.
I don't care what it is. I just know it's funny to look at. That's all
That's
I know.
great.
It's
Don't
okay,
be
son.
hating on my quarterback in fantasy football, bro. It was a
I-
perfect day for me because Josh Allen had
Went
amazing
off.
numbers,
He had
and he
amazing
still lost.
numbers, and he still lost.
And
your
Aldo,
fantasy team won.
Aldo had Tua, who'd had horrible numbers per
And they
fantasy,
still won.
and he still won. So it was like it was a win-win for me.
It was a win-win for Roach. I hear you.
Yep.
What was the other one? Oh, the
Ken
Ken
Dorsey.
And you can't win in fantasy football if you don't put a full roster in Aldo. By the way,
Dude, I love how the Bills offense ran 90 plays and everyone's like, oh, they're the number one offense, they're the number one powerhouse, and they scored. Oh my god, this is so good. They scored 17 points. Like, yes, we kicked the punt into our own dude's ass. That's how they got 19.
you saw that, right?
so here's the funniest thing about
that's
this.
classic.
Can you pause at the halfway point?
I know what you want. You were talking about the
What?
hand.
No, well, yeah, we did that yesterday, but that's an off-screen hand. That's not that guy's hand. He's still freaking
Yeah,
out.
someone grabbed it.
But
Why
the
is it
guy
not
in the
playing full
ponytail with the
thing? Like,
beard,
you're missing there we go.
the guy in the ponytail with the beard, he's not even surprised.
You
know what I mean?
It's just
Like-
normal.
He's not phased. He's not
Like,
he
any
didn't
of
move
these
a
guys-
muscle.
Classic Dorsey.
Yeah, this is the normal thing.
That's crazy.
And then you have the interview where Dorsey says, "I'm not a psychopath." So
I file a
why
complaint
would
to
you
the
ever?
HR.
2 weeks ago? He
But
said
why
that 2
would you
weeks
ever
ago.
say, "I'm not a psychopath"? Like somebody had to accuse you of being a psychopath before for you that to come into your mind. Like, oh, I'm not a psychopath.
Ponytail guy, man.
Yeah, that dude's a Jeffrey Dahmer, bro. He's eating. He's
Hey,
eating
I've been
flesh.
watching that show, bro. I don't think you don't compare that man to Jeffrey Dahmer. Don't do that to that man.
I'm doing it.
Now, what I will say is, I wanted Ken Dorsey as our OC if Flores stayed. I'm so glad that didn't happen now.
Yeah. You want another
So
scandal?
glad.
That
You want
clown-
another
so
scandal? He'd be chewing off a dude's arm at halftime,
So
bro.
glad.
Yep.
You're too much,
Think
bro.
of the damage every
Boiling.
game replacing the
I was
iPads,
about
bro.
to say.
Think
All right,
Stephen
Miami
Ross is
Sports
stand for
Music's
that?
number one Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Hit the like button if you haven't hit it already. Donate to the channel, help the channel grow, and get on Discord. Okay, get on Discord. We got a great Discord. All right. Before we get into this week's coming up games, was there anything that stuck out over the NFL? Actually, what I do want to ask real quick before we walk away, I want to talk about the Vegas and point spread with Nicky. So Vegas lost a lot of money on this Dolphins game. Now, a lot of people picked the Dolphins in the spread, but a lot of people picked the over. And if I'm correct, the number one prop bet in Vegas was Tua getting 270 whatever to reach 1,000 yards, and that didn't hit.
So they made money.
Yeah, so Vegas won big this weekend.
I mean, when everyone says the game's going to fly over, usually it goes under. But it was 14-14 at halftime, so I thought it was going to be a shootout after the first half.
What did you have? What were your picks like for the weekend?
Dolphins money line. I hit all my bets. I'm 18-4 in the NFL right now. Dolphins money line, Dolphins +7, Panthers +3.5, Rams -3, Packers money line.
You ever seen them
And
give your money back after you lose?
Bengals, and I think that was it. I think that's all I had.
Nicky, you ever see them return your money after you lose a bet?
What do you mean?
So I think it was Pat. They did. It was like a super boost for.
So he has
FanDuel.
a super boost
And-
with FanDuel.
Yeah, so like thousands of people copied his bet. And it was that fumble at the end of the Cleveland game where the Cleveland guy, he actually pushes the ball into the end zone and then his guy recovers it for a touchdown, which is illegal, right? You can't push the ball forward, can't bat it. But they didn't call it on the field. So FanDuel returned all these guys' deposit for their bets.
Well, that's why I
because
wish
it
I
was a
had
bad
legal
call.
sports betting.
Yep.
Because I would have got my money back. Because in that game, I bet under 40. So it was at 40 on the dot before that play happened.
And they were saying that
and then
that play was,
and I was like, oh my God.
because that play shouldn't have been a touchdown legally with the rules. So FanDuel recognized that and was like, look, here. Because do you know how much they would have lost?
They didn't
if they
pay
had
out
to pay?
the bet, but they you didn't lose your money either, which is a good thing.
But
that's how it should be.
Do you know how much they would have made? And then vice versa, if that wouldn't have happened, the amount of money they would have had to pay out to all these people who watch that show and copy his bet.
Joseph Griswold, new member of the channel. Let's go. Like it. Thank you, Joseph, for becoming part of the family. Super excited to have you, man. Hey, we need to get some new people up here. Sign up, become a member today. The link is in the description below. Become just like Joseph. Guys, we're less than 750 subscribers away from 10,000.
We were like 900 away the other day, weren't we?
I know. Our subscribers are going up. I like it. All right. So over the week, so on the plane ride back, I sit next to this young lady who's wearing Cowboys gear, and I watched the Cowboys game last night. Talking about an atrocious game to watch. Ugly with a capital U.
Like
you guys watch the game at all?
Man.
I watched the Manning highlights afterwards, and I think that was the way to watch the
I
game.
wish I could have watched the
entertained.
Manning cast.
That's what I watched.
Yeah, that was probably more entertaining than the actual game.
I heard that whatchamacallit, Tracy Morgan was up there, and it was instant classic.
I watched the Pat McAfee quarter.
But
hilarious.
It sucks that the most thing talked about with us is our butt punt. That's the most thing talked about on every channel.
Brought it up and broke it down.
Dude, it would have been worse than the butt fumble.
Well, I get him. He's a punter. And he said it was Sherfield's fault. It wasn't the punter's fault.
Yeah,
Sherfield's fault.
Yeah.
Christopher Carter said last night's game cured my insomnia.
But do you think that hurt? Do you think that hurt Sherfield?
Oh, he's bruised, bro.
Dude, that thing's a missile. And then Morstead's punt after went like 75 yards.
Yeah.
So like he has a rocket, dude. Like Sherfield's ass is bruised.
Like, I played soccer, bro. I've taken a kick in the ass, man. That shit hurts.
That close though?
Yeah, no. Like I've been an idiot just milling around, and my goalie's done a goal kick, and like I just walked in front, and I've almost caused an own goal because it just ricochets off my ass, and that hurts, man.
But you guys used to play, right? You guys used to play football?
I'm never football, but I'm soccer.
Yeah, I mean, I never.
You think they showing that in the training room to the whole team? Him getting kicked in the butt.
Of course.
That for sure. I'd pay to see that, but I'd sell my season tickets.
Though, had we lost, I don't think they showed that clip. And we got lucky that it was a safety. Like, thank God it didn't fall down and Buffalo caught it for a touchdown, or if it only went 10 yards and then they had the ball on the 20.
Dude.
Like the safety, we got blessed.
Trent Green was pissing me off when he was calling that game. He was saying when they were about to score on us, right, and we stopped them, he was saying just let him score a touchdown so you have time to come back. Just let him score a touchdown.
Some people felt that way, though.
And then when we were on our goal line on the opposite side, they were like, just give him the safety. He just was like, give him the safety, and then you're good. Then you just punt it.
The only thing that I didn't like from us out of the whole game was we didn't run the ball on 3rd and 10. Like, if we run the ball, there's the most they have left. They had no timeouts left. They would have had 40 seconds left on the clock, and you punt it. And maybe it wouldn't have even been a safety. You know, maybe you get like 3-4 yards that pushes you up a little bit further and you have more room to punt the ball. That's the only thing that made no sense to me was throwing the ball on 3rd and 10 from your own 2-yard line with 1:30 left, and Buffalo had no timeouts. That's the only thing that pissed me off from that game. Y'all
need to see the tweet where the guy goes, "This is how footballs are made." Sherfield.
All right. Let's talk about this weather that's coming down to Florida. It looks like
I'm about to get smacked by it. That's why I have to leave at like 10:30. I got to go put shutters up. I got to go get my supplies. Like, it's about to hit me direct.
You're already getting the rain, right?
Yeah.
Where are you in Miami? Is that where you're at?
No, I'm in Orlando.
Oh, you're in
Orlando's about to get hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You come down for the games like that? Damn.
I thought you were in Miami.
Well, no, I've lived in South Florida my whole life.
Yeah,
like, my girl lives up here now, so like I move up here, but I'm trying to find a place back down south so I can go back down south.
Feel that?
I
thought you were like north, South Florida.
So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are practicing at our facility this week.
Yeah, they might play at Hard Rock Stadium.
I know. Would you guys go to the game if they play?
Oh, they're going to have home field advantage.
It'll be
What-
free. It'll be a
tickets.
free game.
What the heck?
I'll go
What-
for sure. If it's
Steven,
a free game,
they
why
can't
not?
play
Let it
down
fly.
here.
If it's
The
a free
sun.
game, it's Tom Brady versus I mean, I'm not going to drive down from Orlando for that, but if I was down south, I 100% would.
So the reason why I say it's a free game, it'll probably be a free game. I don't know that for sure. But if you go through past years, what they do is they make it a free game.
If they do that, bro, I'm there. That'll be a blast.
That like if I was living down there, I'd 100% go like that because the Dolphins will already beat Cincinnati, so it's not like you're missing the Fins game. Yeah, it's a
great opportunity for sure. Like
I just don't know how hard I would tailgate that game.
Oh no.
I gotta tell you what, man. Like I'm beat. I'm
you.
Beat.
I'm trying to tell people like I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, but I am exhausted. Like I am cooked.
Dude, it takes
you
over.
Name it. You name
like
it.
Going to that game is a damn workout.
I was talking to Allie Dolfreaky, and I'm on the phone with her, and I'm like, I was just so excited to watch the game at home on Thursday. I'm so happy to be on my couch.
I feel her. I was like, yes. Like I could just sit on the couch, watch the game, and then on Sunday I don't have to move either. Like I can just watch the NFL and not have to worry about.
What I'm excited that you know what? I'm glad you said that because now I get to watch NFL Red Zone on Sunday, which I love. I love Andrew Siciliano. So
I love Red Zone.
That.
That's the only reason I might not take that free game. You know, I'm like, dang, I haven't
because you don't get many Red Zone days. You know,
you don't get many Red Zone days, and it's Siciliano, and I love Siciliano. Oh man, you're making me think.
It's a gift and a curse being a season ticket holder, bro. You do get to miss a lot of football. You see a lot of in person, a lot of exciting moments, man. But no Red Zone days.
So before we get into the Cincinnati game, I mean, what games are you guys looking forward to over the next few weeks? For me, it's what did you say? The bye week?
Week by week. I mean, I am looking forward to the bye week. Definitely.
I'm talking about from a tailgate and party perspective. Like I know Minnesota's going to be crazy. I know that's going to be awesome. Are you ready for that tailgate there, bro?
Sunday night football game, though?
No heat. And Brian Flores is coming. Like that's the game.
I know.
And no TJ Watt. That was like my only fear against playing Pittsburgh was that TJ Watt could terrorize us, but he's banged up right now. We'll finally be able to show Flores you have no linebackers to coach up. We're about to dog you.
Man.
And we'll have Byron back. That's awesome. No heat either.
Does that mean Phillips is back pressuring the QB all the time?
Like I want to keep this train rolling. Like I want us to obviously go 4-0 and 5-0 and 6-0 and 7-0.
I've already said I've
it would not bother me though if McDaniel goes, all right, like Armstead's not playing Thursday, this guy's not playing Thursday, and then next week everyone's healthy off 10 days rest and Byron Jones comes back and it's like boom.
What happens to Cater?
Let's just run the table
when Byron comes back.
Okay with that.
Here's the beauty.
I'm very
Remember, we were all like, we don't have
12-0.
enough secondary depth. My bad. You know, we don't have enough secondary depth. We need to sign a corner. But McDaniel stood 10 toes down with the guys we have. And now when Byron comes back, we have so much depth. And guys that have started on the outside. Now we'll have X, Byron, Needham, Cater, Cross. Like now we have depth and proven depth. And these guys have got meaningful reps. God forbid someone goes down. Like we could plug guys in that now have the experience.
Cater was thrown to the wolves.
That's what I was saying, bro. Sam Madison, Pat Surtain, bro. They've got a handle on our corner room. They know the depth there, and if they were trusting the unit, let's let it fly.
But it's not just them. It's our wide receiver came in from the practice squad.
Craycraft. What's Welker knows, bro?
And I said he should make the team over Lynn Bowden. I told y'all.
Better than Easy-E, bro.
I think he'll get signed. Nick.
Better than Easy-E, Steven.
So it is Hot Take Tuesday. So my hot take is we go 12-0. I'm very comfortable saying that we are going the first 12-0.
Well,
if we lose the Bengals, if we beat the Bengals, there's not a team I'm afraid of until
now I admit there's two trap games.
This one being one of them. This Thursday is the biggest trap game of all time. You're tripping because I know exactly what a trap game is. I don't think you bet sports like I do.
I got
this
ripped
is the
when I called
definition of a trap game.
I don't anymore.
Short week. The Dolphins just had the biggest win against their biggest rival. They dethroned the Bills, and now they're going into Cincinnati and it's like, oh my gosh, the Dolphins are getting 3.5 points against the Bengals. Oh, the Bengals look terrible. That sounds like a free, easy winner. Let me bet on the Dolphins plus 3.5. We're banged up. I think this is the biggest trap game. I think this is the only game that we can lose for the next 5 weeks.
No, so there's I disagree. The two games that I'm not saying I'm worried about, I'm just saying they could be very good trap games for the Dolphins, and that is the Detroit Lions game and the Minnesota Vikings game. I think
Lions
those two games, huh?
Lions, yes.
Lions are a
Vikings,
sneaky
no.
good team to play.
Yeah.
Like they're not an easy win. I would
That,
It
no,
is a
they're
win.
not.
That's
And everybody wants to take the Vikings at the prime time, but we all know prime time Vikings or prime time Kirk Cousins sucks. And we know
but
that
Kirk's
when he plays
great
at 1 o'clock, when
Like,
Kirk
we're playing
plays at
him
1
at
o'clock,
1.
he's
the man.
legit. So
yeah, he's the man at 1.
I'm telling you right now, those are the two games that I'm like, ugh. But we can beat them.
The
Like, I'm
Vikings
not
game
scared of
scares
them.
me.
We can beat them, but they're legit trap games. They're legit trap games.
Most definitely. But I think our biggest trap game is this one because I think we'll be favorite in our next 6 games. Like I think we'll be the favorite.
We're not favored in this one. It's so crazy to me.
That's
I
why
find
I'm
it so
telling you it's a trap
disrespectful.
game because everyone in the
I find it
world
so
thinks we should be
disrespectful.
favorites.
How do you not? We're 3-0. We're the best team in the
Steven,
NFL. We've had 3 quality wins. Like, what
The
are we
reason
talking
is-
about that we're not the
The
favorite against
reason
Cincinnati?
is every win we've had has had
Or-
had
or at
but had a
minimum-
but attached to it.
We're
right?
at minimum a 1.5 point.
But
like
Steven,
I can see 1.5 points.
Every win we've gotten this year has had a but with it.
No. Well,
It has. Like I'm not saying it, but the media is saying.
I
But
understand what the media is
the
saying,
Heat.
and they're wrong.
But
It
you're
doesn't
playing a
matter what
third
the
string
media
defense.
says; it's what Vegas thinks. Like they know ball. Like
Then
they,
Vegas
like,
thinks it too.
they have all those big.
Well, they were wrong on Sunday about Miami.
They're close.
They're
Vegas
close.
I mean,
gets
we're
close
the
or
home
gets-
underdog.
They were
Like,
closer
the
than you,
favorites
Steven.
don't
They were
always win.
What Buffalo
They were
went into that
closer
game
than you.
5.5 point favorites.
Right.
5.5
we
point
won.
favorites
Yeah,
on
we
the
were
road.
the underdog and we won. That's fine.
Yeah.
But now everyone's talking because before that game, everyone was talking about Buffalo. Buffalo's the powerhouse. Buffalo. Everyone picked Buffalo to win that game. And now we won. But now this game, everyone's going to be like, oh, I'm taking the Dolphins over the Bengals. I'm taking the Dolphins
And
over
Vegas
the Bengals.
keeps
I'm taking
winning.
the Dolphins over the Bengals. I'm taking the Dolphins over the Bengals.
Eh.
Everyone's going to take us over the Bengals now. And we're the underdog getting plus 3.5. I'm telling you, it's a trap game.
The game you need to
But
watch.
great teams win trap games.
Steven,
Great teams win
the
trap
game is Detroit.
Just another
That's
test
the game
for
you
us.
need to watch.
So I agree. I hear what Nicky's saying. I don't disagree. Like I respect his opinion. I respect your opinion, Nicky, and I think it's a very valid one. I'm just saying the trap games for me are Detroit and Minnesota before I would say
that's fair.
Cincinnati.
I don't
think
even
those
think
games are
Detroit's a
trap
trap
games as
game.
well.
Detroit's just a good team right now.
Yeah, I mean they're a lot better than what they were.
I think
would say
Detroit's
that.
better than the Bengals.
Detroit's scrappy.
I mean, we'll see. It's still early. I'm not sold on the Bengals. I don't think they're great. That O line that they overpaid for is dog water.
Trash,
worse than
bro.
last year.
It's
Straight
bad.
trash.
Worse
So
than
they
last
went out
year's.
and got. So the Cincinnati Bengals went out and got 3 guys at $20 million each, or close to it, each, and they're no better than what they looked last year.
They're worse.
No better, none. And I have to admit, we need to do what Cincinnati did. I wanted all 3 of those guys in Miami. Wanted all 3 of them.
Well, the thing is, they could be all great guys, but if they don't communicate and work good together,
Exactly.
they're going to suck.
They don't gel. It
So
doesn't
they
gel.
might not like each other for all we know, and that might be the problem.
Speaking of offensive line, Connor Williams has been an absolute baller. Robert Hunt is playing out of his
Steven.
mind. And when AJ comes
Steven didn't
back,
want him.
I think we should put AJ
didn't.
back to left guard and
Who,
keep
Connor?
Greg
I
Little
wanted
at right-
Connor.
right tackle.
Not as center.
I didn't want him at center.
I'd be
That's
down
true.
to move Austin Jackson. To
I
I
think
was
we
wrong.
need
I
to
can
take
admit I was
Liam
wrong.
Linkenberg out of the
I'm
starting
okay
five.
with being wrong. He's the best center. I
Hey,
think he's rated
We've
as
all
one of the best
we've
centers
all
in the
been
NFL
wrong
right now.
about something this offseason.
I'm down for bye Ike, man.
Well, I've been wrong more than a few times this offseason, so I was
Except for
definitely
me.
wrong about Vegas.
I've been
just
right.
doesn't
I've been
hear
right
us,
the
man,
entire
though.
time.
What
Steven.
did you say?
We'll
Mickey?
have a conversation.
No, like me and Nando were just talking about the offensive line, and then you and Roach just start like speaking over us.
No, I'm sorry. No,
Well,
what I'm
Hey, this is the.
It's
Steven
fine,
show.
bro.
This
We'll,
is the
we'll,
Stephen D show, though. But I was hoping you would chime in on the offensive
no.
line.
What? Look,
we'll have a bottom screen talk, top screen talk. It's okay.
Yeah. So if you guys want to listen to me and
I
Nando,
was calling
just
him out
selective
on
listening.
Connor Williams because he didn't want Connor Williams as their center. That's what I was calling him out for.
I didn't want Connor Williams playing at center this
What
year.
I was telling Nando was that I think when AJ comes back, we move him to left guard, get rid of Liam, keep him as a backup, and then keep Little at right tackle. Because
Greg
Liam
Little-
is
Very Little's earned that right tackle spot.
Liam is by far the weakest link of that offensive line,
Get the
and I
best
think
5 out
Austin Jackson is a better guard than he is a tackle.
Get the best 5 out there. I love that. Holy smokes.
My question to you: can the offensive line? Well, I mean, look, you're right. I don't
Like,
even need
ask
to ask
Teron,
that.
who does he want to be next to? Be like, Teron, who do you want right to the side of you? Do you want Austin Jackson or do you want Liam freaking Eichenberg?
And that'd be a great left side.
Yeah,
A nice athletic left side.
Now, is Liam Eichenberg not playing because he's not good enough, or because there's so much talent in front of him that's better?
He just stinks. Like, he's the worst part of our offensive line. And if you put AJ at left guard, that left side is solidified, and then you'd have Hunt and Little on the right side. And if one of them goes down, I'm fine with Liam being a backup, but like, he is by far the worst offensive lineman.
Is this
Liam develop a little more? He's the youngest one too out of that group, so like if he can get some more time on the bench,
develop in practice.
That's what I'm saying. Let Applebaum work on you behind the scenes. Let AJ go up front. Use that athleticism to his advantage. Be a nice little guard. I love that.
Is this Thursday night game color rush?
Oh, please no.
I know the Bengals are wearing their all white. We should wear the throwbacks.
I got a picture of it right here.
Dude, all the Dolphins wear is all white. Like, we abuse that.
That's
so
what
we
the
have to
Bengals
wear
wear.
aqua at least, right?
I was sad, bro. I was gonna drive to this game, but there's freaking hurricane.
I say wear orange, all orange. Get an orange helmet. Creamsicle.
I don't know, like the orange is hit or miss. Like the old orange from like 2005, that was fire. But like
Hard
the
orange.
ones that we wore last time we played the Bengals, those were trash. Those things were terrible.
All right,
You're talking like the Ricky Williams orange.
Let's why I still have Nicky Smokes on here. Roach, you got the rankings ready to go?
Sure.
So the rankings came out. ESPN. Who do you have? ESPN, PFF,
ESPN, NFL, and CBS.
CBS. Okay. I'll let you take control.
I'm glad with Eichenberg going to the bench just because I've made
So what
too
is
much
this?
fun of
This
him,
is
bro.
NFL.
NFL.
Okay, so
My buddy used to
Philadelphia
date him,
Eagles
so
1,
Made too many jokes.
Bills 2.
Yeah,
But
Notre
Miami
Dame
3.
freshman year.
So
We were 8 before.
Yeah.
NFL has us below Buffalo, and we beat Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Disrespect.
even
The
if you
disrespect is real.
believe, even if like it's like, okay, well, I still think Buffalo is the better team. Like, we just beat them. You cannot rank them ahead of us. Like,
You
It's
can't.
insanity.
I tell everyone, you could write your excuses down, send it to my house. I need something to wipe my ass with. We just beat them. Like, we beat them. We were ahead of them.
I don't
and
even
that
care about the
changed.
rest, Roach. I
Sure.
just wanted to see where the Dolphins were. Like, to me, it's disrespectful that, like, I can't even respect the NFL for that. The NFL's rankings on that,
Yeah,
It makes no
in my
sense.
opinion.
Like,
I mean, but on ESPN, we're 1. There's a lot of people that have us at 1.
Cool.
2.
ESPN has us at 1, Buffalo 2.
Good.
Who's
That's
3?
crazy. The
Who's 3 and
Dolphins are
4?
1.
what a time to
Who's
be alive,
3?
bro.
What was Philly on NFL?
1.
No,
They had
Philly
them as
was
the
not
best.
number 1.
Yes, they
On-
were.
on
Philly is a
NFL?
great football team.
They had Philadelphia at 1. They had Buffalo at 2, and us at 3.
I think the Eagles
Oh, they
are
did.
a really
Okay,
good
yeah, yeah,
football team. I think you're the team to beat in the
The D
NFC.
line was eating, bro.
Their D line is great. Their O line is great. Jalen Hurts looks amazing. AJ Brown's a
We're
dog.
about to get
Devontae
that-
Smith's a
We're
dog.
about
Like,
to get that Ace Ventura Pet Detective Super Bowl.
Hurts is
I would
balling, bro.
love an Eagles Dolphins Super Bowl.
That'd be insanity, dude. Like
Ace Ventura Pet Detective Super Bowl. Here we come. Let's
my
go.
2 buddies in my dynasty league who only owned Tua and Hurts. They went from looking like idiots to absolute geniuses,
CBS
bro.
Eagles
This year, it's
1,
insanity.
Dolphins 2, Bills 3.
I'll take that.
All right, so let's talk. Keyshawn Johnson had us ranked at 7.
I think it's insane to rank
He's
us
just a
lower than
hater.
3.
He has
bro.
to keep his image. He has
Yeah,
to
dude.
keep his
He has to
image.
keep the
All
image.
right,
To rank us lower than 3 when we beat the Bills on a weekend where the freaking Chiefs lost to the Colts and the Chargers lost to the Jaguars, like insanity, bro.
All right,
We
let's-
beat the
let's-
You wanna see the
Bills,
college
we beat
rankings?
the
You wanna see
Ravens,
Syracuse?
and the
No.
Patriots.
No.
We get all
That's
three.
what
Because
I'm
Steven
saying, bro.
called me, Nando.
The Eagles
Steven
beat the
called me.
Goff. Like, come on, bro. The QB
All right,
difference.
hold on
insane.
before you go into that, Roach,
Goff and Wentz.
because I don't have Nicky for long. Let me go into
Yeah, college rankings crazy, Roach. We'll talk about that in a sec.
let's talk about Eagles versus Dolphins. There's some people that have the Eagles ahead of us. There's some people that have the Dolphins ahead of them.
Yeah.
I want to know, Nicky, what do you think? Compare the two teams. Why is one better than the other, or not?
So tough. So tough.
by the way,
do I want to be a fan or do I want to be like like an
be
analyst? I
legit.
don't know. I think the Eagles are really good, dude.
Yeah, the
I think
Eagles are
their
better.
offensive line is outstanding. I think their defensive line, ours is great too. But
they beat the
I think
Vikings,
that Eagles
the
team is
Lions,
really
and the
good.
Commanders. By the way,
Right, but they can't control who they played. They beat them, and look, we're both 3-0, but we could also be 1-2, but we're not. We find a way to win, and that's all that matters. So I'm very happy with this team. I'm not taking anything away from them. I think if we played them, it'd be a very close game, depending on who's home, who's away. But I think we're on the same level. Like if you want to take anything away from them, shame on you, man. I think they're a really talented football team. They have a great defense. And remember, after week 1, everyone thought the Vikings were the team to beat in the NFC North, right? And then week 2, the Eagles went out there and they whipped their ass. They absolutely whipped their ass. And they've handled everyone that they've played. I think they're stout up front. I think they got a great defense. I think both of our teams are very, 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 very similar. And if we played each other, if the Dolphins were the home team, they'd be the 3-point favorite. And if the Eagles were the home team, they would be the 3-point favorite. I think these teams are almost identical.
Nando, Philly versus Miami. Rank whatever you want to do. Compare the two.
Definitely very similar teams, and you've got to commend them for going 3-0. Philadelphia is looking strong, and I would not be sad to see a little Philly Dolphins Super Bowl. Obviously, we're bound to lose. So are they eventually. But I know you can't control who you play, but if we're that similar, I've got to put the little tiebreaker at who we've played. We've beaten Bill Belichick. We beat the Ravens and Lamar Jackson, and then we beat the Buffalo Bills. And the Vikings are probably the toughest team, and credit to what Kevin O'Connell's done with the Vikings as well in Minnesota. But I had pegged this as a Vikings win this entire preseason because I'm not too sure what Kirk Cousins can do. And as great as Justin Jefferson, Thielen, Dalvin Cook are, Cousins can limit them a tad. He held them back on week 1. Then week 2, the Eagles beat the Lions and Goff. Week 3, they beat the Commanders and Wentz. Like, they're very similar, and you got to give them credit for winning and going undefeated. But I'll take the Dolphins' undefeated streak over the Eagles' undefeated
if
streak.
I were to make a power ranking, I would have the Dolphins at 1 because of strength of schedule. We've played better teams. We've beat better teams 100%. But
like a 9.2 to 9.1.
Who would you have at 2, Smokes? Would you have the Bills or the Eagles at 2?
No, Eagles for sure. No. You got to put Eagles at 2. It's
if
like
I made a power
1A,
ranking right now, it would be Dolphins, Eagles, Bills. Like that would be my
Nando power rankings for you.
Yeah, I have Dolphins 1A, Eagles 1B, and then Bills at 3 right now. Like,
but I'm just saying, like, if you go player by player on the depth chart, like us and the Eagles,
Philly's crazy,
very, very close. It's just that Philly O line is just different.
I really like Hurts, man. I think
that's a real unit.
Hurts has
Hurts is playing him. He took a step. You want to talk about someone that made a leap? Like he looks like a whole different player. Dude.
He does,
and 100%. I like him because he's not just a thrower. He can get out of the pocket and move.
Yeah,
he's a weapon, bro.
He's playing great.
He has 100+ rushing yards and 3 or 4 rushing touchdowns, along with his 8 or 9 touchdowns.
That's MVP candidate right there, bro.
So
hey, but we did smack him up in practice, though. We did smack him up in practice.
Yeah. 48-10, cuz.
I mean, I don't care about the preseason game. Like when I saw our ones go out there against their ones, like we were cooking them.
I'm going to tell you right now,
I think the Dolphins, and I mean, look, this is a Dolphins channel. I understand it, but this is the most dominant I've ever seen this team in my lifetime. It feels like too good to be true. Like I tweeted the other day, I said, it feels so weird to feel so good about this team. I'm very confident. I'm
just scared. Like the last thing I want to happen is us go 3-0 and then do what we did in like whatever. We started 3-0 and didn't make the playoffs, but I just don't see that happening with McDaniel. He's like we're 3-0, but like that's not the goal we have set out for this team. Like, what is his goal?
Ooh.
Like I don't know what his goal is. It has to be something crazy.
Undefeated.
I'll be real. Tua finishes the year in the top 5 and MVP candidate. Like I would be static with that. Static.
I think Mike McDaniel has a list of narratives that he saw during the preseason that just irked him.
McDaniel will be,
and he said, "No, that's the
I think that's more likely than Tua getting MVP is McDaniel being.
All right, so we're coming on the 4th game. So let me ask you, Nicky, Mr. Gambling Man, over under 4,500 yards for Tua this year.
Sheesh, that's a lot of yards.
Let's ride the
I
over.
pretty
think
much at
his
1,000
line,
now.
his line was 3,800. His line
That's a
was at
bad
45.
adjustment.
Over
Yeah.
under 45.
That's the new line, or you just made that up?
I made that up.
Yeah, because like the Vegas line is 3,800. So like you
I
added
take
like
the over
almost
all day
1,000
long
more
there.
yards.
I take the over all day long. There.
Yeah, I think he gets over 3,800. 4,500. I don't know. Probably not, but I could see it happening. I mean, I don't need to throw for 4,500 yards. Like the only stat I care about is he's 10-1 in his last 11. Like I'm good.
W's all that matter. Stats look pretty, but wins win.
How many touchdowns? 35 over or under.
I could see him getting 30. I'd say under 35. I think he'll get right around there though. I think that's a
35
good
was my
line.
call. Like
I'm telling you all right now.
Like 32,
I'm calling this
33.
now. Dolphins are going 12-0. Okay, I'm confident for that for the first 12. Okay, Tua's getting over 4,500, and he's getting over 35 touchdowns.
How many yards does he have right now?
He's got 900 and
So he's basically already at 1,000.
he's at 1,000 pretty much.
And then he has 7. So he's got 8 touchdowns through 3 games.
I thought it was 9.
He's on a
I
roll.
thought it was 9.
Yeah.
Well, he threw 6, and then he threw 1 against the Bills and 1 against the Patriots.
Okay,
I think we're
all right.
taking 3 losses in that time frame. I don't know who. I can't tell you who or why.
I'll take a 14-3.
I'm just so used to seeing us
Crystal Lock
do
Lock
that.
is,
You know what I mean? Like
who's
lose
in the
games we
chat has
shouldn't
been
lose.
saying 14-3 for
Yeah.
months.
We're just. How often have we lost games we weren't? We were
The
supposed
only
to.
thing I see
He has
killing
8
this team is
touchdowns.
just
He has
injuries.
8 touchdowns, 925 yards.
Yeah,
So
health
if you
permitting,
take that off
14-3.
3 games, right?
Great.
16, 27, and you're through 9. You'd be at 27 through 9 games.
Playing great. He's playing great.
Would you all
I have
not be
no
happy
complaints.
after this run if we have only lost 3 games?
Yeah,
That's still amazing, right?
it's phenomenal.
I know we want perfection, but reality says we ain't gonna get it.
No, I don't
You know what I mean?
anticipate this team to go undefeated. I mean, that's just ludicrous. But I mean,
Dude,
like I
Smokes,
believe
if
in
we're
this
sitting
team.
at 12-0.
way
Are you
more.
not going to think that, Smokes?
I mean, yeah, but like, let's get to 4-0 first before we start talking about 12-0 and all that other crap.
That's fair.
Hey, look at this. Look at this.
I think that's the big key, though. If we go 4-0,
Roach knows better than Saban. I do, because Saban's not here.
Nicky Smokes for president 2024.
Appreciate that.
That's my boy, Eric.
Saban didn't know nothing about the NFL, bro.
Oh, ye have little faith. Over 5,000, over 40 touchdowns, Crystalakis said. I'm not mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Okay, so real quick, Thursday night, Smokes, like, what are your thoughts? What do you see happening in this game? Compare Burrow to the wide receivers, our wide receivers, their wide receivers. What are your thoughts about Thursday night?
I think Thursday night is an absolute trap game. Just from a betting standpoint, I'm petrified for the Miami Dolphins because I know how this goes as someone who bets the NFL and is very good at betting it. And I've been in the game for many, many years. It is an absolute trap game. So I will not be betting money on it. However, with that being said, I think the Dolphins are a better football team than the Bengals top to bottom. I think going into this game, we have a better quarterback. I think Tues playing better ball than Joe Burrow. I think our offensive line is better than the Bengals. I think our wide receivers are better than the Bengals. They do have Joe Mixon, and we have Chase Edmonds and Raheem. So maybe I'll give them the slight edge because Mixon's a beast. But I think our defensive line is better than the Bengals. I think our secondary is better than the Bengals. I think top to bottom, we're a better football team than them. So if we could get over that Vegas trap game that happens, because I know it's a Thursday game, but any given Sunday, So I think we're a much better football team. We're red hot. We're 3-0. You gotta get over the trap. You just gotta get over the trap.
Our defense needs to recover. They played too much.
Nando, Thursday night.
It's a little scary, and considering how many injuries we have right now, banged up, yada yada. I'm about to sound like a Bills fan if I keep going down that road, but it's a little scary. Short week. I had said if we beat Buffalo coming off that much emotion, I was a little tough to see us winning away in
Due
Cincinnati.
for a letdown game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the letdown game. that you always hear. You know, we had the big emotional win. Now it's time for the letdown game. But it's real. You know, at some point we're gonna have to take an L, and if we do have to rest some guys and prepare for it, why not? We'll have 10 extra days to rest. Get ready to kick some Jets ass. Excuse my keep swearing, but whatever, bro. Because I'll take a little 11-1 over a 12-0. It's fine. But I agree from a betting standpoint, Smoke, that's definitely a trap game. It's time to stop betting on the Dolphins
that game
this
with
week.
a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, man.
You couldn't pay me to touch that game. But how amazing is it that the Fins are 3-0 with two?
That's what I'm saying. I made my money on the Fins. I can take my break for this week. You know, I can pull out. You know, time to cash out.
I see that comment saying, "Are y'all scared?" No, like I'm not scared of the Bengals.
I just want to enjoy.
I'm not scared of the Bengals.
Start gambling
I'm just
on
telling
it.
you that I bet on football my entire life. I know how this goes, and when 90% of the actual money being wagered is on the Bengals and the public is on the Dolphins, it's not a good sign. It's not.
All right, so Smokes, let me ask you a question. If the
I wouldn't be surprised if we win, but I just don't want to touch it.
If the Dolphins come out of here 4-0, but it's like we
Super Bowl
murder
doesn't
them.
matter.
We
Super
murder
Bowl.
them. Like what is your
murder them?
Like if we go
Super
into
Bowl.
Cincinnati and just decimate them and beat the piss out of them.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would be creaming my jeans. I already told everyone. I said if we beat Buffalo, I'm sold on us going to the Super Bowl, and I stand on that. 100%. But it's inevitable that at one point you're going to lose, and I'm just saying so far, this is like the most sketchy game just because of how I think people are going to bet on it.
If we go and murder them,
I'm telling you right now, not only is another hot take, not only is Miami going to win on Thursday, we're putting up at least 35 points. Okay, we're putting up at least 35 points. I'm not ready to say 40 burger yet, but we're putting up at least 35 points, and Burrow's going to get sacked 5 times at least.
dude,
The Dolphins beatdown is coming soon. And I mean, like, we're going to put the beatdown on someone. I can't wait to see the game where the offense is clicking and they put up 35 and the defense is clicking and they only give up 10 points. And we see Dolphins win like 35-10. Like that, I can't wait for that game because it's coming.
dude,
Like, that game is coming. I'm telling you.
If we rocked a Patriot, we got a little stuffed Raven. We hunted some buffalo, bro, and now we get some tiger pelts. I'm down, bro. I'm down to rock some tiger pelts, bro. Hang them up on the wall and get a little Dolphins beat down. Dude, the hunt continues, bro. 12-0. Let's
Omar,
go.
Omar, don't say that. We're going to lose because Steven's not going to the game. Bro, I can't.
Oh, you might be the charm, bro.
Dude, I might not be able to watch it. Yeah, I might get swamped by the hurricane. Like
my buddies and I were talking about driving up, bro.
And just be like, yo, give me the play-by-play. I don't know if I can watch the game. Well, if I have 5GE, I should be able to stream it on my phone.
NFL Mobile, bro.
Hey, this guy has a good point. Coke Master. He says
Sounds
this
like a
might
great
be. He said it might be a trap game for Cincy because they got Baltimore right after.
Let me ask you. You guys have a generator. The power goes out. The generator can only hook up one thing. It's Thursday night.
Television.
It's game time. What are you using your generator for? The refrigerator or the TV? Go.
TV, bro.
I already got the food prepped. Like, I'm ready to go. Like, I got
everything's gonna get spoiled in the fridge eventually. I'm eating it.
I take care of my family before I watch football, so it's gonna be family.
That's valid. You got a family.
Folks, Nando and I were like, TV. Forget the family. Forget everybody else.
Like, you don't really need the refrigerator.
It's gonna all go. It's all
it
gonna go
wouldn't be for the
spoiled
refrigerator.
anyways.
It'd be for probably my well pump to get water. It'd be
That's different. You see, if he had said my TV or my well pump,
Well,
I'm
here's
choosing
the
my
thing.
well pump.
I have
you
a
know?
Brita.
But TV
So
through
it's like,
refrigerator.
I can use the bath water.
Yeah, I got a Brita, bro. Dude, I got so mad last hurricane. I put like 10 buckets out, and I wake up in the middle of the night. I see my dog literally drinking out of every single one of them.
Look, Steven, I say take care of your family, and I get turn in your man card. Like, that's not manly taking care of your family.
That's the most manly thing in the world,
They said Dolphins are family, cuz.
Facts.
No.
Facts.
Dolphins are family.
My family comes before the Dolphins.
Mario says my refrigerator will survive 4 hours.
Oh, God. All right, Stephen D. Hey, I appreciate you, brother, but I got to run and go
so
prep
real
for this
quick,
thing.
be safe, man. Bury down the, keep me updated. Let me know how you're doing, and
We'll be all right.
we'll talk Thursday night. But as a matter of fact, if you can, for like 5 minutes, come on the pregame show. on Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not 15 feet underwater, I got you.
You're going to be fine. It's all going to work out. I'm
Word up the
praying.
castle,
boys.
Love
bro.
you, Nicky.
You guys.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Protect
Nicky
Pastor
Smokes.
Smokes. Easy, boss.
Love you, brother. Be good,
See you,
man.
bud.
Stay safe, man.
Love it, man. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show. Clap Blockers. It's Hot Take Tuesday. It was Nicky Smokes. Now it's just Nando talk. Roach and myself. What we're going to do right now is we're going to open up the line one at a time for you to come on and hang out with us, ask questions, whatever you guys want to do. The floor is going to be yours.
Uh-oh.
A fun time.
It should be fun. Guys can ask whatever you want. You guys can also put hashtag ask panel a question in the chat and we'll answer your questions. I'm excited for Thursday, man. I'm so excited.
It's going to be epic.
It's going to be crazy. I really just want Tua to show out on national TV and show up Burrow in his own house so that, we can be like, Tua was the guy. Tua was the guy we needed and wanted. Let's go.
Steven, I don't care what he does. Burrow to me is a better quarterback.
I know, but it would still make my day if Tua shows him out in his own house.
It's a win-win for me, man. I got to watch Tua, and in my dynasty league, year 3, I got Burrow. I got to evaluate him, see if I'm trading him, see if he's got the stuff. It's going to be a big QB day for me on Thursday, man. It's going to be fun.
All right, first person on the panel this morning. She has a morning show. It's pretty awesome. In fact, it's absolutely amazing. And not only is the show amazing, she's amazing. Shout out to Miss Fins. What's up, Miss Fins?
What's up, everybody?
What is up?
Oh, man.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Just getting ready for the hurricane. So hopefully,
Where do you live at?
No, I live in Broward County. But you never know with the water stuff. You know what I mean? Sometimes the wind, we're expecting the wind to be a factor too. And with those outer bands, they can get pretty bad. And I've been through several hurricanes and I know what even just down power line could really do, so just trying to get prepared for that. But shout out to anybody that's dealing with direct hit, because I know Central Florida, they're going to be dealing with some really tough stuff for sure. But I just wanted to come on here and say again, guys, if you're not subscribed, if you're not donating, if you're not like making this show better, what are you doing here for?
What are you
doing here for? You need to go ahead and support the channel, because you see Stephen D doing so much. You see Roach out here all the time. You see Nando here. You see Nicky Smokes, all the different people he brings on. They do so much in this channel for you guys that you just, show your love for Stephen D and Miami Sports Music, because
Thank you,
know
Miss
that they're
Fins.
amazing.
You didn't have to say that, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. And as far as Thursday, honestly, guys, I don't think it's a trap game at all, because of the mentality. Adversity creates opportunity. That's the quote of the year for me. And right now, I see McDaniel preparing his team, and I see a blowout in our future, guys.
Let's mess them up.
I really do. I'm serious. I see a blowout. They got no O-line.
The issue is, look at how everybody was down on the Colts, right? And then look what they did to the Chiefs. That's what we need to be careful of.
And again Sunday,
the potential's there for Cincinnati to be great, but
who was favored in that game?
Yeah, we can't give them. We can't give them the opportunity, is what I'm saying.
I agree. And I'm not taking them lightly either. Come on, man. They were in the Super Bowl last year. So
that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're a trap
I'm not taking. And if I'm gonna keep it 100 for everybody across all of my predictions, with the exception of one, I had us losing this game. I had us beating the Bills and Ravens, but I had us losing this one game because they just made the Super Bowl. All this was prior to obviously the season. But now, after the types of win that we've done, I don't see how the Bengals can beat us, because yes, they have Tyler Boyd, they have Higgins, they have Jamar Chase. I get that they have Burrow, and I told this when I went against Bengals fans. You guys can't protect your QB. In 3 weeks, he's averaging 5 sacks a week. He's the most sacked quarterback. Are you trying to make this career like Andrew Luck and have him cut short? I mean, let's be real. That's where he's heading at. I mean, he could take a punch, but how much more can this guy take? You know what I mean? So right now, with the way that this, and I know we don't have an organic pass rush, you know what I mean? But take a look at what Melvin Ingram was able to do. Take a look at what Phillips was able to do. Take a look at what Agba was able to do. They may not get the fancy stats, but the pressure they're putting on the quarterbacks. Come on, man.
Melvin Ingram got a Team of the Week card today from Madden.
Did he
I'm not
really?
even- that's
85
awesome.
level, no, only at 85. He didn't get no 90 like everybody else, but
That's fine. I'll take
Love is
it.
love, bro. I'll
But
take
look at
it.
what he did. Look
Recognition.
at how he affected the game. And this is what we did to arguably the number one team in the league, because everybody wants to keep telling me that. And they are. You got to give them their flowers to the Bills. We beat them. And we spotted them 2 points. So if we're really being honest, what are we talking about here? The Bills have no shot. The Bengals have no shot. They have no O-line right now. And yes, they have weapons, but if your quarterback can't stay upright, who's he going to throw it to? Yeah, they got Mason. I get it.
All right, look, I want
see a
to
blowout.
bring somebody else up here with you, Miss Fans, because we need to get more women up here, more power, more lady power. Pamela's in the building. What's up,
Let's
Pam?
do it, Pamela.
Hello. Hello, Lady Groove. That's what we got right here, Lady
I
Groove.
know, right?
Pamela,
The ladies
I
are
need
on
to
it today,
apologize
baby.
to you, Pamela,
Why?
because I accidentally about a week ago or 2 weeks ago
Yes.
took you out of the chat, and as soon as I saw you, I went in and put you back in, but it probably won't go active till tomorrow, so I apologize.
Oh, is that why nobody's saying anything to my? I've
Yeah.
been chatting away, and I'm like,
no.
I'm talking to people, telling them
it's me.
stuff.
It's me. It's all me. It's all my fault. You can blame me.
I thought
apologize.
everybody didn't love me anymore.
No, we love you. Nobody saw it.
You know we
You were
love
talking to yourself. Okay.
I
I
can't
was
wait to see you at Fan Club Weekend. You're going to be there, right?
Well, I don't know. I'm hoping so. The holdup for us has been, of course, the Orion rocket. Now it's rolling back because of this storm, and so it won't be going till November. So maybe so. I'm hoping now that I can now make plans for that.
Okay. Real quick, Stephen D, can you tell people, because I've been asked a million times about Fan Club Weekend, can you give them a little more? Because my throat, I got no voice left, man. Go ahead.
I understand that.
What do you?
Listen, it's-
Hey, we in the same boat, cuz we in the same boat.
I know, right?
Yeah, Sunday
look,
was rough.
So,
Woo.
whatchamacallit,
Definitely rough, Pamela.
Fan Club Weekend, one of the best weekends there is. You want to hit up Mark NorCal, okay? I'll have the link tomorrow for it. But it's awesome. It's Saturday night at Bo Campers.
There you
Okay.
go.
That's going to be awesome. Saturday night.
It's
They're gonna do
fun
a big
every
meet and greet.
time.
Which boat campers?
Fort
Saturday-
Lauderdale.
in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Saturday night. I'll be there. I'll be in the building. It'll be good times there.
I'll be there.
And then
We had a great time last
Sunday
year.
we do the big tailgate at East 32. And then you get and then you also have game tickets, and they have a section and everything. And so it's fan clubs from all over the country. They come in. There's usually like a couple hundred of us, if not more.
And
Last
some
time
from
there was
out
like
of the
at least
country.
300 plus
Dolphins,
people.
Mexico will be there.
Yes, they will.
I think
They were there
We
last
had
year.
some from
I'll be
England.
there for once.
I think UK's coming the following week for the Steelers game, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they'll be there for the Steelers game, so that'll be awesome. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun weekend. It's going to be a fun weekend. Matter of fact, back-to-back weekends. We got the Vikings game for Fan Club Weekend, then the Steelers game for prime time.
Which is also when we're celebrating our 50th anniversary.
I know.
Yeah.
When we're celebrating this right here,
Let's go.
it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that Sunday. We actually requested for us to have that game be a Sunday night game so that we could have the whole day to celebrate our 50th anniversary of the 72 Dolphins. So the league thankfully granted us.
I hope we make Larry Sonka proud.
I just want you all to realize you're on the panel right now with the Clock Blockers #1 fantasy football team. I'm number one on the power rankings, and Y'all,
I
hey,
thought you were gonna
congratulations,
shout
you
out
guys.
Tampa artists,
Congratulations, Roach.
like you're gonna shout out the ladies or something, like
I
some
want to shout
girls
out
at the
5954.
gas.
What's up? This side. I see you, Chef
He went
Jude.
for the
Bruce,
fantasy
Ray.
shout
What's
out.
up, guys? Ken, what's up? Yo, hell, that was the build up to that one, Roach.
I thought someone in the chat did something cool. Maybe something
Yeah,
something
I
about the
thought that was
Somebody
cool.
wants to
I'm-
say hello to you, Miss
Hey,
Vince.
I'm averaging almost 200 points a game.
Hey,
And
Batman.
they can't
Hey,
keep up, man.
Batman,
How's
what's
it going,
up?
How's everybody doing? Look at this beautiful weather. Beautiful weather.
Oh, the mailman never sleeps.
No,
Horrible.
Batman, you look like Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
right?
Can you throw the
I love
hat?
Raiden.
How good can
I
you throw
love
that
Raiden.
hat?
He's not gonna throw his
It's-
hat.
Weather's horrible. I'm not
He
gonna lie,
needs
but
his
hey,
hat.
Into some puddles.
you guys were talking about earlier. Yeah, make sure everybody, if you live down here in Florida, from Tampa especially area, that's gonna get hit rough, man.
Real rough.
Fort Myers, Category
safe.
4. That's intense.
I
That's
know.
intense. So be safe out there. Try to get your waters. Go to gas stations because I know supermarkets might not have water. You might find they might be a little bit overpriced at the gas station, but you could probably find some packs of water at the gas
Right.
station. I saw some by my house. Double the price, inflation. But hey, at least you can get
Oh
some
yeah,
water.
even here, man, in
Hey,
Jacksonville.
Trey, I'm putting the MetLife Takeover link in the chat if you want to go to the MetLife Takeover.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
You know-
By the way,
Hey,
I'm doing
Nando, do
a
you
get Batman. I'm doing a get Batman to MetLife takeover right now. I'm giving things away. If anybody wants to donate to what I'm doing on the channel, I'm trying to get to MetLife for my first time. So be fun.
Hey, speaking
Wow,
of MetLife,
I would love
speaking
to
of
do
somebody
that
who is
too.
probably going to MetLife, Nando, can you make the announcement official?
My buddy just confirmed, and I keep putting him on the spot. But hey, Trevor, thank you for letting me crash on your couch. I am going to the MetLife Takeover, baby.
Let's go, baby.
We're ready to rock. First Dolphins away
So when,
game.
when do you
ever.
get up there? When do you get up there?
Probably fly in Friday. He's offering to chip in with my flight, everything. My absolute
Oh, that's
realist
awesome,
of
man.
friend, bro. Like I haven't seen him in over 3 years since he left FSU and moved straight to New York. But
Nice.
it'd be. He was
Eric,
talking
you
about.
better not sell my ticket.
I can't imagine what
Hey,
it's
by
like
the
down there,
way,
Batman.
I
It's gonna
found
be insane.
Oh,
Never
that's
been to an away
That's
game, bro.
hilarious.
So
I've
I was
never
gonna go
been
to.
to.
I was
I've
gonna go
never
to
been to
Cincinnati
Jersey.
game, but then this hurricane hit, bro. I couldn't drive up. So
Listen, I found plane tickets for $77 round trip for Jersey for Newark. So
okay, this is probably why
great
he's
deals,
offering
man.
to fly me up, man. But
When
he
it-
didn't give me the details.
What airline?
Oh, you kind of now you're being picky. Come on, you know what
Listen,
airline?
Listen,
Spirit.
you don't get a
Spirit, baby.
seat, Batman.
Gotta
Oh,
love
You
God.
get a
Spirit.
seat on the wing. You get to ride on the wing for $77.
Well, hey,
I'll
so
do it. I
Batman,
don't care. I don't care. I
Batman,
have to hold on the back.
everybody in Florida, are they price gouging where you guys are at right now?
Yes, they always do.
Yeah, of course.
It's so sad, man.
They
I was at the
always
grocery store.
do.
A 6-pack of TP, not the generic TP, was $15 in Jacksonville.
What?
Yeah. And I asked Leah, I was like, how is this 15? She goes, oh, we raised the price this morning. And I'm like, are
Wow.
you kidding me? They raised it $10.
Now, see, they're
$10.
going to get in trouble. Report them because the
Yeah,
governor will take them out.
It was Winn-Dixie. I was at
When it's
Winn-Dixie.
Report them.
they're not actually allowed to do it. They do it, but they're not allowed to do
It is
it.
illegal.
It is
It
illegal
is.
for them
Rick
to
is
do
right.
it.
It's not
Especially
inflation.
when we're under a state of emergency. It's illegal
Yeah.
for them to do it. So when you find them, when you report them, it actually lets the state know, and they get heavily fined for that.
Yep.
And I mean,
Yep.
heavily fined. So please, if
It
you
is
see anybody
illegal in
price
the
gouging,
state.
go
Yep.
ahead and report them because the government does not
Yep.
play on a state of emergency. Now, if it's
Yeah.
regular inflation, that's different. But on a state of emergency, like what we're dealing with now,
Mhm.
report them because they will get those
Right.
fines. I'm telling you.
They
And
will.
And
And
be
the
nice to
governor
people.
will
Don't fight
come
with them
down
over
on
water.
them. Governor will come down on them big time.
Yep.
And as far as getting water, if you got milk
There
jugs,
goes
go
there
get
goes
some
Winn
water up
Dixie
from
as
the
a
sink.
sponsor. Can't have them as a sponsor now.
Yeah, there we go. But it could just be that
I loved because of
store.
Winn Dixie.
Could be that
Right.
manager. You never know. And
That
I
is
wouldn't
true.
think it's the whole company.
Yep.
But anyways, I wanted to speak to this game coming up. So I feel like we're going to go in there and win that game. I really feel like we're going to win it big. I don't see us on a letdown or a trap game because I do not see McDaniel even allowing the thought of a letdown. And I think that we're going to see some other players, just like we saw Sunday. We saw people coming in off the bench, and they were making plays and looking good, except for Teddy. And I just feel like our team is so focused and they're all together. If you watched any of the interviews from some of these players yesterday, you saw them just thinking as one and singing Tua's praises and being a team and talking about what a good leader he is. I just do not see a letdown game. Now, we're exhausted and whatever, but compared to what we just did, this game is, it's going to be nice and cool. It's at night. They'll get a little rest, eat a little pasta.
Okay.
I agree with you, Pam.
Well,
I
that's
see it as a
impossible.
blowout, and the reason why I see it as a blowout is because adversity creates opportunity. This team has found 3 different ways of how to win a game, and you know what? Tua said it in his press conference. No, Tyreek said it. I think it was Tyreek or Tua, one of the two said it. We saw what the offense can do to take over a game. This past game, we saw what the defense can do to take over a game. This game coming up on Thursday, you're gonna see both like this.
Exactly.
They're both gonna go and feed off each other, which is why I say I do not see the Bengals winning this game. I see the Dolphins winning.
Yes.
And I mean by a blowout, because
Yeah.
the way
I
the mentality
feel like that too.
Real quick before you say that, Pam, before I forget, even Tyreek said it. The culture and what McDaniel is trying to do is not put it where we hope we win, but we're gonna win this game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
Yeah.
Having that
Miss
mentality.
Fins, Kenna wants to know where she can get that 50th anniversary towel.
Oh, he Kenna. So I got this when I went to the
I
Patriots
meant
game.
to say he. I'm sorry, Kenna. I knew you were he.
Yeah, no worries, because
Wow, Steven.
I mistook it for
I know, I'm sorry.
but no, so Kenna, I got this at the Patriots game. I do have an extra one. I don't know if I should do it as a giveaway or whatever, if people really want it like that, but I might do it as a giveaway. There you go. If enough people, try to get at me, but I might give it to it. So yeah, I had one extra one that I have. So maybe you're gonna have to come watch Miss Fans Monday, Friday, 8 a.m. baby.
I love it.
Yeah, so I see this, like you said, I see it as a potential blowout. I don't want to be so overly confident because I do feel like that's what we're going to do, but I also feel like we're a little hurt.
Hold on, Miss. I didn't mean to interrupt. Look who's in the chat,
Let's
baby.
go,
Drewmatron.
Drew.
He's
alive.
Oh, I like that.
I miss you, Drew. We love you,
Drew. We've all been worried about you, man.
Nah, Drew's doing good. I talked to him. He's good. He's good. Drew's good.
And I haven't. I've been worried about it. I'm glad. I'm so glad to see you back in there.
If you love you some Drewmatron, put it in the chat right now. Let him know.
I can't because somebody blocked me.
I'm sorry, Pam. You'll be back tomorrow.
I was just chatting away, and I'm
Thank
like,
you, Daddy Dean.
Pam, I think that was my fault from the live stream, like on that we did at Cam's place, Steven. So
that's funny.
Sorry about that.
Y'all are killing me, man.
Don't blame Steven is what I'm saying. I gotta own up to that one,
Oh no.
Hey, but
no.
Steven just portrayed leadership qualities.
Right?
That's right.
The blame for that because a true leader.
That's a captain right there.
Team, they put it on their chest.
Put the C on his chest
Steven
right there.
It's my channel. It's my fault. It's my channel. It's my fault.
His chest.
There you go.
You, Steven.
The buck stops here.
The buck stops here.
That's Captain Steven right there.
We're due for that blowout, guys. I'm telling you, it's gonna be this game because this defense is gonna be destroying them, and I don't see their defense stopping. Guys, you see what we did, and Tyreek didn't even play. You realize that, right? Like Tyreek didn't even play 3 for 33. Like he didn't even play. Now put Tyreek and Waddle.
I also want to point out the scoring for the Buffalo game. I want to point out that should never have been that close. Their very first drive, if you remember, we brought them up to 4th down, and then here comes some asinine flag, and they get a 1st down and then go down and score, right? Then when we've got them backed up and Allen is in the end zone, he doesn't get the ball back to the line of scrimmage. And there's no receiver in the area, no flag whatsoever. That should have been 2 points and our ball. So you look at that, you look at those things right there. We would have had the ball 2 more times, and we would have had a minimum of 2 more points. This game was actually not as close as it looks. And also, let's not forget, it was straight up their arrogance and their lack of respect for the Miami Dolphins that caused them to lose. Because any other team would have gone down there on 3rd down, spiked the ball, and taken the field goal. But no, not them, because they just knew they had us. So thanks for your arrogance.
Add to that arrogance too. They were so cocky. They went on a 4th and 2 to get that touchdown at the beginning. They did like 3, 4, and 2, 3. They went for 3 4th downs, like back to back to back, because they had zero respect for the Dolphins, and they had zero respect for us, which is why they didn't prepare themselves on this game. It was hotter versus the Patriots, and they didn't prepare themselves. And then after the 45 extra timeouts they got, which
45, yes. Some of them were almost 5 minutes.
Well, I've heard the NFL. The NFL is going to be investigating that. But with that being said, here's what I'll say. I'll give. I know this sounds crazy. I actually give the NFL referees in that game props because they were doing everything they could. Because I feel like they were trying to be like, if you called a 30-second timeout.
Take away the timeout. Do it.
And where is the safety for intentional grounding in the end zone? That
definitely should have happened.
Steven, the problem is
that was a rough game.
Steven, there was players who actually left the field of play and were pushed back out on the field to lay down.
That shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen.
Like,
all right, I retract my previous statement.
Thank you.
F those referees.
They were horrible. Christian Wilkins, there was another time that Allen would have gone down because Christian Wilkins was being held with a chokehold across his throat and being pulled backwards. No call.
Yep,
and they were quick to throw the flag on us. Quick to throw the flag. Even the horrible announcers who were so biased. Even they said on one play where we got an ineligible downfield, they were like, I don't even really see it. He wasn't downfield. They absolutely
said he would have to be so fast to get down the field that fast.
Look at his tweet. Already in Burrow's head.
You gotta listen. No, you gotta listen to it. There's like audio that they overlay. Yeah, they inserted audio into it.
How the hell do I get out of this game? I just
go. Wait, you gotta redo that.
Oh god damn it! I gotta play the Dolphins this week. Well, at least I'm not on defense. I don't have to try and stop those two. How the hell do I get out of this game? I just turf toe.
That's awesome.
Yo, Noob for the win today.
Noob is the man, bro.
Noob for the win today, man.
Wow, Noob, that's amazing.
That's hilarious.
But back to what I was saying about the referees. I literally saw 7 or 8 bad calls or no calls that had a huge effect. Just a huge effect. You give them a 1st down when we brought up 4th down, and here comes some bogus flag, and that's on their first drive. You take away that score, you give us the 2, give us the ball back, you give us the sack on Allen when Wilkins is being held. I mean, I'm talking a chokehold.
Yeah.
So you give us
And it wasn't
those.
just
That
once
is a
either.
different game.
It should have been a blowout. But the problem is the league is so biased because they're
Yes.
darlings. They're prima donna
Yes.
Buffalo Bills, who they crowned after the Rams won the Super
All
Bowl.
right.
They already had the Bills ranked number 1. I was like, what? Like,
And
so
what's his
no,
name needs a fine
bias.
for
Bias,
tearing
bias.
up our booth and pitching his
Ken
little
Dorsey.
5-year-old fit.
He did get a
He
fine. He
needs
got
a
fined.
fine.
He got
He
fined.
did? How much
Did
did
he?
they fine him for?
They said it on the Pat
$5?
McAfee show. I forgot what it was. But
If we beat Cincy,
Jose
we'll go
Lucas says if
13-0.
we beat Cincy, we'll go 13-0 until Buffalo away. I said I'm confident in 12-0 at the moment. I'm confident in 12-0.
the
already.
fine was
it
for
would be
destroying the
14-0.
tablet, though.
It would be 14-0 at that point because we
The
played
one
up to the Chargers. Week 15 is when we play the Bills again. So we
I'm
would
not.
be
The
14-0.
reason I said 12-0 is that West Coast trip's gonna be tough. Like it's
But
not that they're tough teams. It's tough to go to the West Coast.
Yeah.
yes, but this man is already gonna again get this team ready for it. It is gonna be
I got
tough.
you. I'm not saying that we're not. I'm giving it the respect it deserves, going from the
True.
East Coast to the West Coast, and so I feel very confident in saying we're going 12-0.
But you don't think that they're gonna want to play for their coach in
I
his
never said that. Don't put words in my mouth. I
No,
never said that.
No, what I'm saying is like in general, not you, in general.
No, I think
These
they
guys
will.
are gonna want to
But
play
I
for
also
their coach.
so I said this last week. I said, look, I am not ready to say that we're better than Buffalo till we beat Buffalo, till we hang with them, right? Now we beat them. Now I'm very confident, right? And so I said, look, if I'm honest with you, I think Buffalo's the only team I'm really nervous about. And so now that we beat them, I'm not nervous about anybody, but I also understand this is the NFL. We're playing NFL teams.
True.
And
you got to execute.
It is tough to go from the East Coast to the West Coast, and we're staying there. We're going to stay there for the week. So because we play
that's a good
back-to-back.
thing, though.
That is a good thing. We're doing everything we can. But look, am I scared of San Francisco? No, I'm not. I think they're one of the worst teams in the NFL.
That's the one game, Steven, that I think.
You don't think that San Francisco is going to know Mike McDaniel's offense and know how to play that? There we go. Right? Chargers. You don't think Herbert wants to get at Tua?
Defense?
You don't think Tua wants to get at Herbert
though?
I mean, I agree. Guys. I said the Dolphins are going 12-0, and you guys are getting on me that I'm not, because I'm not saying 14-0. I'm just saying let's give the West Coast the trip, the respect it deserves. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Valid.
That's all I'm saying.
I guess.
That is my thought.
Like
San Fran.
All right, let me bring in somebody else to the panel. I got some other people in the background here. I got AI. What's up, AI?
It's Al, actually.
Al, what's up? I thought it was AI. My bad. What's up, Al?
Long time no speak to.
How are you, man?
I'm doing okay. Still waiting for my disability.
Hey, man. Look, it's tough. I got you, man. What about as a Dolphins fan, though, right now? How do you feel?
Well, I'm happier than I have been in a very long time.
Let's
I haven't
go.
seen the Dolphins like this in over 20 years.
Okay. There we go.
Agreed.
I like it. I've never seen them like this in my lifetime, personally.
Well, this brings you back to the Marino days. That's the kind of confidence they get. If they pull off a win on Thursday, you're going to have the confidence like they had back in the days with Marino. They're starting to get to that point. But the thing that we have on this team...
True, Al.
I'm sorry?
I said it is true.
The thing that we have on this team that Marino never had is a defense.
That's facts.
Well, we definitely we have that now. We definitely have that now.
I know that. We have probably the best defense we've ever had.
I don't know about ever, but it's up there.
I'm going back to even the Killer B days.
Well, so it's funny.
I won't do that.
Sean Wooden.
I think they need another year.
Was on our pregame show. Former Miami Dolphin Sean Wooden was on our pregame show, and Sean was like, He's like, I'm like, this is easily the best defense since the early 2000s. And he's like, good. That was when I played. I was like, I know. That's why I said it. But if I'm honest with myself, right? I don't know. Look, the early 70s defense and the early 2000s defense, but this is right under them. And the way that they make themselves better than at least the early 2000s defense is Javon Holland, Jalen Phillips, Emmanuel Agba, Melvin Ingram. Those guys start putting up the stat numbers along with and holding teams to under 15, under 20, under 17 points, under 15 points. Then we're going to start seeing some
Steven,
whoa.
What you're not pointing out though is how young all these guys are.
I know they're young, exactly.
So like they're only going to get better.
And the point is that thank you. The point is that the things that will make this defense, that defense that you're talking about, Steven, is cleaning up the technical mistakes. Because we saw a lot of bad angles and missed tackles, and it's just technique.
By the way, let me just say that. Let me just address that, Pamela. I said yesterday, and Von Joe was with me watching the game, we need to respect two things from Buffalo. Number one, Josh Allen is that good. Okay, he is, right? Yes. And how many times are we going to play Josh Allen? Twice a year. We're not playing him every other game. So I think that I'm going to let my defense slide on that because there's not too many. Like, I understand Lamar and I understand Josh Allen. And if they struggled against them, the hope is that they're not going to struggle against Joe Flacco or Jared Goff or whoever.
They struggled really? Can you say they struggled?
Well, I mean, look, Lamar played like an MVP in the game against us, point blank. He did,
but they got stopped. They stopped them in the second half,
over and over and over.
I'm not trying to. I feel like you're fighting me.
I'm not fighting you, but I want to also I want to get the whole picture too because they may not have been they may not have been elite. I was literally
trying to point out that Pamela was saying, "Hey, we need to tighten up on something. We need to tighten up on some things." But the reality is, they're playing against MVP caliber players, so that doesn't happen on a week in, week out basis, right? And so,
but have they taken a better angle? And I don't mean necessarily on Josh Allen because that is a freak show. But I mean on some of the receivers and the running backs where we, let them out. And it was bad angles. You could tell that there was no way the angle they were taking. And I'm not talking about like a lot. I'm just saying tighten it up. And then we're going to be that defense that you're talking about, Steven, that's going to hold people to, under 15 points, that kind of thing.
All right, well, let me say the second thing, and then I'm going to let Kristalakis in. The second thing I want to say, too, is their linebacking core is unfreaking believable how good they were. And I underestimated them. I underestimated how good their linebackers were. In my opinion, Buffalo Bills have the best linebacking core in the NFL. Not only that, with the secondary that was depleted for them, okay, there's a reason that Tyreek didn't have a big day stat day, right? And there's a reason that there wasn't as the rushing. I'm telling you right now, their linebackers are insanely good. Okay, again though, we're only gonna face that one other time this year, all right, or maybe again in the playoffs, maybe. So you want to get better. You want them to be able to hit to whatchamacall. You want them to play better. But at the end of the day, they played good enough to win, and they're only going to get better as the season goes along. So I'm not going to sit here and say they should have had better angles. I'm going to say they played the best they could with what they had, and the goal is that they learn from their mistakes the next time they play them. That's what I think.
Before you bring them up here, let me add this. Wait, Pam, because I have to say it before I forget. We also have to take into consideration we did this without our number one shutdown corner in Byron Jones.
Yep.
And he's our number one shutdown corner, people. X is our number one playmaking corner. There's a difference. Okay? And we also are doing it with undrafted free agents in our secondary as well. And people forget that. And right now, when we get Trill Williams back next year, with Cater getting all this experience, having Byron Jones back this year, we did all this with a depleted secondary. And guess what? I feel really bad for any offense that has to deal with the Miami Dolphins after week 6. That's all I got to say. Just saying.
It's going to be crazy. All right, let me bring on my man, Chris Delakis. Good morning, Chris Delakis.
Hey, good morning. I need you to suspend the swear jar for me. I
can't suspend it for you, Chris Delakis. If
I donated.
do it for you, I have to do it for everybody.
Too much to this channel. You got to suspend it. You got to suspend it. Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes, and I'm done.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not saying that I suspended it or not suspended it.
Would someone like to sponsor?
Because I feel like if I suspend it for you, I have to suspend it. Everybody's going to. You set a precedent when that happens.
There's no special privilege.
Yep.
Yeah.
What special privilege? What special privilege? All you guys, except for Nando and a couple other people that I'm not going to name names, even though I just named Nando's name, we're over here months ago.
Tip of the hat.
Bitching, and bitching is in the Webster's dictionary. It's a word, Steven. It's not a curse word. Bitching that this team was lost, that we're not going to make it to the playoffs. We're lucky if we win 10 games. And look at us. We're 3-0, baby. We're 3-0. And now everyone's saying we're going to go. No. Now everyone's all of a sudden on the bandwagon saying we're going to go undefeated. We're going to go undefeated. We're going to the Super Bowl. When I've been saying to you this months ago, and no one wanted to jump on. Now everyone's jumping on this train.
Oh, he just got back.
I said it too.
Kick him out.
Chris Delakis, I was 13-4.
I'm sorry, Chris Delakis. He kicked you out.
Chris Delakis, get the out of here.
I love Chris Delakis.
Here's the thing, though. That's the problem, though, Steven, is we should be holding our hands out and picking people up that want to jump on the train. We shouldn't be stopping people from getting on the train.
Yep.
Why do we want to stop people?
So time out to Chris Delakis' point. And by the way, Chris Delakis, I will bring you back on unless somebody pays for Chris Delakis to come back on early.
They gotta pay $20, guys.
Correct.
$20.
Now, with that being said, okay, I agree with that statement, Roach. But I also understand where Chris Delakis is coming from because there was so much hate and animosity in this fan base that now people are like, now you want to come on when we're 3-0? The reality of the situation is they're proving it, right?
But why wouldn't they? Why? Because
winning heals all wounds.
Winning heals all wounds.
In people's defense,
let's get that straight. I'm not saying I agree with Chris Delakis.
I get that. So am I.
I'm not saying I agree with Chris Delakis, but I get where he's coming from, and I don't necessarily.
My issue is, Steven,
I don't necessarily blame him for feeling like that.
People who are critiquing us and saying we might not make the playoffs and we might suck. Here's the thing: is everything they said they needed to see from the team, the team has shown them, and now they're here. So was it really hate or was it critiquing?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you where. Let me tell you why that.
No. Because sorry, give me 1 second, real quick. Critiquing the team or players is different than hating. Some people are just straight up haters, but when you cannot just associate both of them together. Somebody that's critical of the team or any player, they're literally just saying, this is what this player needs to do to get better. This is what I want to see.
Some people were labeled haters that were haters. I just want to say
showing me this.
Yep. Some people were mislabeled as a hater.
Well, I just want to say that the reason for me, and I feel Chris Delakis because
I love you.
I was saying 13-4, and people were actually like, that's dumb. You know, they weren't just saying, no, I don't think we can do it. They're like calling me out. Like I'm pie in the sky. You don't know what you're talking about. You just don't know football. Literally heard it 1,000 times. So when you're going to come at me saying, I don't know, now you need to come at me and go,
right.
Maybe I was wrong.
But then when you come up, the people you're talking to on the panel aren't those people. That's my point. Is like you're saying it, but you're not saying it to the people that you're intending it to go to.
Let me address this here. Number one, I have no problem with people being critical of our team. I've said this since day one. That's why I have a platform, right? I feel like I let everybody on my platform, okay? No matter how outrageous or crazy it is. Number two, I also understand guarding your fandom, guarding your heart. Hey, I don't want to get let down again. I don't want it. Look, until I see it, I'm not saying it. I'm not going to jinx it. I get that too, right? Number 3, the other thing that I also think is legit. I wouldn't do it, but I think but I understand why people do it. Is don't come at us now when all of a sudden we're good and we're doing this. Now, with that being said, I like what Roach said. We as a fan base should be reaching out our hands and pulling as many people up on this bandwagon as we can. I like the way that's said. I agree with that. But I'm not going to get 100% mad at somebody like Krista Lakis for feeling that way.
I'm not mad at him.
I'm not mad at him.
Listen, he has a reason. He has a reason. The point is it's not that and you can be sure that I am probably one of the longest fans of this organization in our group. If not the longest, I'm right up there.
I got you
and
by
so,
a couple years, I would bet.
I don't think so, but maybe. But anyways, my point is that I understand being guarded. I've been around this my entire life, and I'm looking back and I'm going, oh, every year I'm rose-colored glasses. Right. But this year there was something different. Definitely. And when I'm saying no, we look different, and people are calling me out like I'm stupid and I don't know football. Maybe they don't say that to the guys as much. Maybe they feel more free to say it to a woman.
The thing is, Pamela, the problem is they're all worried about other people's fandom. They need to just concentrate on their own fandom and not worry about how somebody else is a fan or how they support a team or don't support.
Tell somebody how to be a fan either.
Just vibe.
No matter what side of the fence you're on.
But don't call me out and don't call me stupid and don't say I'm lacking knowledge.
So 2 things.
Steven, do you remember how we met?
Me and you? No. I just know you're awesome and I love you.
Do you remember the video that you brought me on because I posted a video in March about me
positivity, right?
About positivity.
Yes.
The point I want to make real quick before you do your points with Pamela is that's March 22nd. That's the day we signed Teron Armstead, but it's 2 a.m. It's before that. I talk about our O-line going to get fixed, us bringing weapons, us getting a good draft, and McDaniel's changing it. That's before Teron Armstead. That's before Tyreek Hill. That's before the draft. That's before everything. I said Tues going to do good. We're going to do well. Call blind faith, call what you want, but optimism and positivity pays off, and it is so fun when it happens.
No,
but I agree, bro. I don't drama, man. I have not. There's so many negative in that post. Roach, I agree. Bring them aboard, bro. Bring them aboard the bandwagon. I don't care about saying ha, you were wrong.
I just don't want people telling me I'm stupid.
One at a time. Hold up. Okay, I'm gonna go then Von 95. Hold on, Miss Fins. I'm gonna go Von 954, Robert, and Triple S because those guys haven't gone yet, and I know they want to get up here.
Hey, Vaughn.
Okay.
Vaughn, it was so nice to see you on Sunday, man. It was awesome to see you on Sunday.
Okay. Now that we've exchanged pleasantries, let me explain to people that I do have a problem with people calling out other fans as far as their fandom is concerned, but I don't have a problem when fans say, weren't you the one that said 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago that this would happen? And as long as the response from that person who's accused says, yep, you know what? I did say that. I was wrong. I was 100% wrong. That's where the conversation should end at that point. Okay, I appreciate you saying you're wrong. But I don't necessarily have a problem with fans calling out other fans to say, hey, look, didn't you say this? Yeah, I did say it, but just
stand by your takes.
Just own up to it.
That's a polite way of saying it, but that's not what happened, Steven.
It's not what happened.
There's nothing to own up to for some people.
Yeah,
so it is what it is.
You're wrong. Why did I don't need nobody to come up here and apologize. I might poke at Steven because I'm on the show with him,
that's
and we have to poke at each other. You know what I mean? But I don't go up to somebody and just be like, look at you. Look at you! You were wrong. Get out of here! You can't be a Dolphin fan more.
Nobody said that's what I should say. I said if somebody said if for example, if you came on tomorrow, I
wasn't talking about you, Steven.
No, I understand. No. I'm merely trying to make the point. I just want to make sure that this point is here. I don't have a problem with people calling out people for their takes, right? Like if you say, dude, your take, you sold me 2 months ago, this happened. How am I supposed to believe you now? Or whatever.
Well,
then you come back and say, you know what, you're right, man. I was wrong about that take, and I fully own up to it and admit it. That's how the call out should go.
When your job is to give 10, 20 takes a day for the whole preseason, you're not going to hit on everyone.
Hey, I fully admitted that.
The thing is,
That's not the point, though.
The assessment is based on what we've seen so far of the team. Up to whatever point we made that assessment. So there's nothing to apologize about. Yeah. That was your assessment based on what you
exactly. That's my point. Thank you, Miss Fins.
I disagree. I was wrong about the Raiders. I was wrong about the Raiders.
When the team does different or whatever player does different, then we reassess. Now, there's some people that are, they're super fans. They don't take a lot of things into consideration, or they have a crystal ball and they just, have that blind faith. Whatever, fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not here to tell you how to be a fan. You do what you do.
I guess
the assessment per what I've seen so far, that's what I can't speak for anybody. I'm talking about Miss Fans.
No, I got
based
you.
Based on what the team gave me, based on what the players gave me, all players got it, not just one.
And I guess the reason I reacted so much to it from what Chris said is that we were all vibing about how great we are and going into Thursday, and then that alone just took us into this place of negativity.
Crystalakis is back, just so y'all know.
Let me be the first to apologize to absolutely fucking no one, because when I've been fucking telling you guys that we were fucking gonna go,
I knew that was coming.
And go to the fucking Super Bowl. No one wanted to fucking believe me.
Let's go.
On this fucking bandwagon.
Let's go.
He's over his swear jar.
He's over his swear jar limit. He's over his swear jar limit.
I didn't touch him. I let him. I was on that bandwagon.
Because we have to do it for everybody else.
We do. We have to make the rules fair for everybody.
Who's ready for their cookies? Who's ready for their cookies? Because if you're gonna be petty and say "I told you so," then congratulations. Here you go. For having that vision. Congratulations.
Let me just say, I do love Crystalakis.
There's nothing to apologize for. I disagree.
There's nothing to
apologize. Still not even standing by their take. There is something for some people to apologize for and say, I'm wrong.
I can't speak for everybody.
There is.
But
he's
right. Are saying, there's nothing wrong. I'm not stopping anyone from jumping on the bandwagon ever as Dolphins fans. We're in this together.
That's right.
But y'all not sit up here and act like y'all weren't jumping out of a window, acting like it was burning when it wasn't. All we were saying was, let's see. You guys didn't even want to wait and see. You guys do these little slick things for these backdoor ways out.
But what's wrong with that?
What do you mean? What do you mean, you guys? Because I don't know.
Let him go. Hold on, let him go.
He's spitting facts.
You're one of them. I love you. You're my girl. You're one of them. You're on that TD wave of the negativity.
Stop. Again, TD is his own man, so stop.
Hold on.
TD is his own man, so why would you do not? I am my own person. I got my own show.
Steven,
I got my own show. I am my own person.
Oh my
I am not
We're on a 3-game win streak and we're arguing as a fan base.
But Steven,
you guys go back,
people bring in the drama.
watch my show.
Are the people coming
Watch my show, and then you guys can go ahead and talk about it. Watch my show. Watch my show.
No, you can't. So
there's a yes, he can. Don't say that. 5954.
So my point is, Steven.
No, hold on, Roach. Let 5954.
The people coming on here that causing the drama are gatekeeping people from being fans, and it's not acceptable. And I'm not going to be up here when people do it. I'm not going to support it, Steven.
Only thing I understand
the two haters started the drama first. Remember that. Remember
Roach, bro, you can't do that, bro.
Roach, I understand, bro, but there's definitely people who
everybody else to a hater. They're not to a hater.
No, but you know how many times there were people being positive on the timeline? Like I'm a positive voice, and there's people being like, "You're an idiot for being positive." Like work, like I'm not talking about you, Miss Fins. No, Miss Fins, not you.
Nando, 100% right.
Pamela, Anthony, Pamela, Anthony said you can time out anybody you want, Pamela. Anthony paid $10 and said you can time out anybody you want.
Oh, wow! I don't even see anybody I want to time out. Can I bank it? Let me bank it. I want to bank it. Thank you so much. I'm going to bank the timeout. Can I just say something? So, Vaughn, you know you're my dude. Vaughn 954, he is my dude. He is totally positive. Him and I think a lot on the same wavelength. But Miss Fins is not a negative like some of those people. And I'm not naming names.
No, I said she repeats a lot of takes from the negative guy. I didn't say she was.
Right. Well, but I think she answers the takes.
Look at Miss
And I think she says her own takes and she has critiques. She's one person that I can sit there and listen.
What happened?
So let me just say, I believe that her football knowledge is much more based in reality than mine. Like mine, I'm more the positive, rosy glasses, and she sees things more as they are, in a way. But she's a critiquer, not a hater.
Hey, let me
And
spin that for
so
you, Steven.
I never said
I just have to
All
say
right,
that.
I can hold on. Von 954 has not got a chance to finish. Let him finish.
Please.
And I ain't even spoke yet.
I came in. I wasn't even trying to come in hot. I was trying to say I'm not stopping anyone. Like I said, Jolie's my girl. I love her, and I'm talking of stuff that I heard months and months back. So maybe you've changed now. I was trying to get to my point. I'm saying as a fan base, we're not stopping any. Look at the Bills Mafia. Look how they just came down here and took over South Florida. We need to be together. I'm not on this stopping anyone, but there are some people, not you specifically, Jolie. I'm not even going to say their names. They were going out the window saying, we can't do this. Our coach, this coach has no experience. He hasn't. We're like, okay, but he's been around 15 years. Maybe he learned some things. Let's see. There were people doing that. Those people, I feel, should say, yo, I was dead wrong. And I'm not hearing it. They're back. They're just saying, hey, man, come on, everything's good. Just shut up about it. Because people went back and forth. I've been called all kind of things. Even just now saying something as we're blind fans. Like I've been the most pessimistic Dolphins fans over all these years. I saw something different, and that's all I was trying to tell y'all. Look, can you guys please look at how this is different from what we've done in the past? And people jumped down my throat and said, I want mediocrity. I'm a loser. I'm a two in here. Like, bro, like that two in here and the blind fan thing to me is very dismissive, and it's kind of, it's like real kind of.
It's insulting a little bit.
It's insulting.
No,
like,
more than a little.
It made me go buy a jersey.
Can I
like
say
if Tua left tomorrow, best of luck to him. I'm still here. That's why it's like we got to stop the division. Like here, we're winning now. That's all I was trying to get to. We're winning.
Steven,
I'm not
let me make a couple
divide
points
it.
after,
Like I felt John where he's coming from, but we ain't stopping. I'm not stopping anybody or saying, oh, you can't sit with us now. We Dolphins fans, and we got to be together. Bills Mafia, I'm sick of that. And we got to get on that level. I'm sorry, as a fan base, where we're mobbing wherever we go. We got to try and travel better. We got to be more friendly to each other in these streams. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey,
Vaughn,
100%, Vaughn.
I agree with everything you just said.
What's the most
Vaughn,
important thing that came from Sunday, though?
The most important for me?
You
I got a
planted
question for Vaughn. I got a question for Vaughn.
In the quarterback's head that he could no longer walk all over us anymore.
Right.
Huh?
Okay, yo, Vaughn.
So now he's
I
got that
question.
seed that we're not a pushover anymore. It isn't just
right.
Can y'all let him ask his question so I can say something real quick, please?
Yeah. Hey, Todd said we told them to get on the train and they said no. I doormat them on. I have been on the train, so look at the windows as I wave at you as we go by. You missed out, and I don't want you as a fan.
That's funny.
And I don't blame people for having that because some of us went through some. They act like it was only one side throwing the stones. Both sides were throwing back and forth. And
but it's not their take. It's their putting down of somebody else like me for my positive take.
Exactly. That's what
I'm telling you, there's one guy.
About it.
Yeah, but you get called out if you're being critical as a hater. Like, I'm just saying.
And I get called out
I'm not
as being
saying
a
you.
I'm
not saying you. But
EM,
I've gotten it because
show.
I'm being critical and pointing out where the team can get better, where Tua can get better.
Vaughn said it right. Both sides threw stones. Like
So
if you were
Vaughn,
too critical, you were called a hater. If you were too positive, you were labeled a two and near and
But I had no issue with people
not like the haters. Some
I have no issue with being positive.
Some two and nears were like
I put
No,
Jolie.
I
I
know.
put you with
What's the word
EM,
I'm
where
thinking
you
of? We
guys
were
are.
banned.
You
We
had your
were
doubts, and that was fair. I'm talking
ridiculed for
about
being a fan of
people that
Tua
legit were saying
Yep,
this
or a
can't be
fan
done.
of our
absolutely.
quarterback.
Everything was bad. The
Vaughn,
coach.
Yep.
Vaughn, have you been
You're right,
watching
Vaughn.
TD lately?
100% to a time.
You're
Vaughn, I got
right,
a
Vaughn.
question.
You're right.
Based on what
Yeah.
you said to Miss Fins, Vaughn, have you been watching TD lately? Just a genuine question.
Here and there clips, not really. No.
So all I'm gonna say. So you said that Miss Finn's been parroting a lot of TD's points. Personally, I disagree as someone who watches both of them. There obviously is going to be overlap, but they're both watching the same film, so there should be some overlap at the end of the day. But the other thing I want to say about
months ago, I'm talking about months ago. Man.
Okay, I hear you. So one thing I want to say about TD is if people have been watching him lately, he's been extremely positive. Extremely positive. A lot of people tuned out because of stuff he said preseason. A lot of people.
Nobody has a choice,
but does that not show objectivity?
Thank you.
It does.
Yeah,
I'll answer
he
it for
likes
you.
to call it like he sees it. That's his big thing.
So
Exactly. That's the difference.
So all the people that call him crazy can stop. Anyway, my next point, I'll make it quick because I know there's a lot of people that want to talk.
From me. I talked to him already.
Okay, sure. Okay, whatever. There's a difference
Yeah, that's
between.
your boy. That's your boy. He ain't getting off on me.
Okay, whatever. I'm already past
and I
it,
love
bro.
TD, but I spoke to him.
Okay,
on
I'm already,
too.
bro. I'm already past it.
All right,
Relax.
keep going. Continue. Go ahead.
Okay.
You relax.
I am. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to move on to the next point. So there's a difference between hate, which we can all agree there is some. There's definitely we've all seen people that hate, and there's a difference between what Vaughn is saying with, preseason pointing out holes and possible downfalls. Now, did TD engage in a little bit of hate? Did some of our content creators engage in a little bit of hate, whether it be real or trolling? Maybe a little bit. Maybe they toted the line. But I would argue that a lot of people, fans and content creators that were labeled haters, were on the ladder of preseason pointing out potential holes, potential downfalls that could stymie the season. You want to hear all those things ahead of time, so that if or when one of them hits you in the mouth, because as Dolphins fans, we've been hit in the mouth. We can't deny that. We don't want to be shocked. I'd rather have heard it a couple times. Okay, I knew this was a possibility, and now it's here, rather than being hit in the mouth by something I never saw coming, because that would hurt even more. Because the team gets hit, and it's something I never saw coming. So I respect the people that point out the offseason holes and the potential downfalls. Do I respect the people that hate and are unjustly critiquing? No. And I don't agree with everything TD says, because sometimes he does tote that line. And other content creators the same way. I listen to Big O, man. I listen to all the content creators. I listen to Miss Fins. I listen to CB. I listen to Stephen D, Big O, Dougley, everybody. So it kind of bugs me when people call me a TD an ear or whatever, because, I mean, he keeps it real, and a lot of people do. He totes the line. I don't agree with everything he says, but I just want to say I think there's a big difference between hate and pointing out potential downfalls. And the last thing I'm going to say before I just pass it off, I get that we're excited. I'm very excited as well. This is amazing. Tues is the 4th ranked PFF QB. We got 2 top 6 PFF receivers. It's looking amazing, but it's 3 games. Okay, it's 3 games. We beat big dogs. We beat big dogs in big ways, but it's 3 games. It's only 3 games. We got to keep it going, man. 3 games is not enough to anoint McDaniels, Tua, anybody. We got to see it a few more times. This is a big game on Thursday. We got to keep seeing it. We can't fall into falling in love for 3 games. We got to keep seeing it.
Genuine question. How many times is more times?
Consistency. We haven't had Tua or the team
we got
be good in the whole season.
We got a 17-game season, Nando. We played 3. We got 14 left.
Mm-hmm.
We got to be double-digit wins, and we got to have, out of these 14 games left, I'd say, I mean, I'm just coming up with it on the spot right here, but I'm going to say we got to have at least, 5 to 6, maybe even 7 more solid performances. And that leaves 7 other games.
Like week 9, you'd say week 10 is when you would start saying.
No, I'm not saying they all have to be in a row. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying throughout the course of the season.
But that's where I'm at more. I don't think we take the pedal off the metal. I think we're going to keep hitting hard, or at least be competitive when we lose.
We do.
That's what I'm saying. So if we do that, and if we keep playing well, what would be your weak gauge? That'd be like, okay, like now we've proved enough. Because I agree, consistency is a point. But like,
so let me ask,
if we are consistent, when does it become that legitimate.
Change the subject on me. I
Let
didn't
me
even get my
ask
point.
you a question, Nando. What do you think of the Arizona Cardinals?
I've never been a big Kyler guy, so I'm not too surprised.
You've
that
never
they're
been
not
a
so
big
hot.
Kyler guy. What about Cliff Kingsbury? What do you think of him?
The air raid wasn't too big of a fan of it, and he should have stayed in college. He's got to adapt in the NFL because it's clearly not starting to work too hot. But
So
when they get D-Hop back, it's another story with them, I guess.
So you just made my point. They started last year 7-0. Ask me what they did down the stretch.
Oh yeah, there's
after they went 7-0, they lost to the Packers.
They collapsed.
And they actually won. They were 8-1. Then they lost to the Panthers, lost to the Rams, lost to the Lions, lost to the Colts, lost to the Seahawks, and they were a first-round exit. So you could go 7-0. You could beat big dogs. They beat the Rams early in the season. They beat the 49ers early in the season.
I get that. But that's a college coach
could
who's used to a shorter season, I think. You know, he started hot
and
then collapsed.
all I'm saying is you could go 7, you could go 8-0 to start the season, but it really depends on how you do down the stretch, the consistency.
Hold on. Let me state this for the record.
That's rare.
Okay? Ready for people that need to know, because I'm a little.
But it happens.
Hold on. I'm a little frustrated right now with people. Understand two things. I let people come on and say what your point is. I have no problem with that. Okay. If you have a problem with somebody, I don't have a problem with you calling those people out. Okay. Understand two things. When it comes, at least for the individual, TD, I love TD. TD's my brother.
1,000%.
I would do anything for him. He's the man. I don't agree with some of his takes, but that doesn't mean that I don't think he's one of the greatest human beings on the planet. He has helped me get to places that I couldn't even imagine, and he's taken the time. He's called me at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. This is what you should do for your YouTube channel. That's how good he is. Okay, just so you know. Number two, when it comes to the fan base calling people out or whatever, understand that I have a platform that allows everybody to come up here, but I'm not if it gets to the point where they're like talking about their family, I don't allow that. But if you're gonna sit here and say I'm not a big fan of this person's takes or that person's takes, I can't censor everything. You know, I'm not the Gestapo. So understand, I let people have their opinions about different people. There are people that don't like me. Okay. So it is what it is. I don't know. I'm just frustrated with people.
For the record, I love TD too as a person.
Your headphones are weird,
subscribe to
Steven.
him and everything.
Huh?
Your headphones are weird, bro. I don't like you either, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I came up here thanks to
Frustrated
Steven
now.
and TD.
Sorry, bud.
TD didn't have to, and he let
Try
me
to
talk.
cut it with the joke.
Anyways, sorry.
I get you, man.
What I would say to that is I like how I started the whole Tua thing and people were upset. I was upset when everybody jumped on the wagon. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not that person to tell you you can't be a fan.
I don't know the wagon.
What upset me was the people that came on here and literally said, "Oh no, I'm not apologizing for nothing." Like they're not saying they were wrong or anything. We just had to wait to see it. With what? How can we critique what's around Tua, but we can critique Tua? He was throwing to 2 quarterbacks his rookie season. But yet he got to get it done. The offensive line sucked. He's supposed to make the offensive line better. This guy who had no help from the quarterback ahead of him. The coaching sucked. The coaches didn't even believe in him. We were ready to jump off the boat. Scrap it. We wouldn't have this quarterback right now. Today, we would be out here with Teddy Bridgewater if it was up to most of these fans. And people won't own up to that. We had Jacoby Brissett. Put Jacoby in. Jacoby sucked.
We had fans saying Jacoby was better than Tua. That's my problem.
This is what we went through, and we were idiots.
He's actually the third-ranked PFF quarterback right now, and Tua's fourth. Just so you know, but
he's still hot garbage. I don't care.
The coaches,
then Tua's even one spot more.
To my point, Triple S is
playing lights out.
To my point, Triple S. That tells you something, doesn't it? That the coaching and the offensive starters that we had sucked. So we blame.
Matt Collins is tearing it up too. But anyway,
Matt Collins ain't doing nothing. Are you serious?
He just had 168 yards receiving.
Bro,
Matt Collins over Devontae Adams because of that game.
Tua's longest touchdown
because they were focusing on everybody else.
I'm probably going to ruffle some feathers. I usually do, but to your point with the coaching, if everybody really puts their coins in a row and looks back to everything, the coach is the reason why there's division in this fan base to begin with.
Thank you.
It was Watsoneers versus Tuaneers. It was Team Flores versus Team
And I'm not
Tua.
upset about that at all. Watson is a better quarterback.
Steven, can I go
I
next?
am so sick and tired of the fact that
I am no longer
that was all
today.
caused by
Y'all can do
one
what you want.
person, and he's not even in this organization, and it still bled into this
Stephen
fan base
Ross.
after the fact that the man's gone.
Stephen Ross wanted Watson.
All right, so let's be honest. We
Nando's
all
running the
have
show
some
the rest of the day.
Hold
He
up.
doesn't know it yet.
Hold up. We all have some personal
I'm a
responsibility
pushover,
for
bro.
all the crap we're dealing with, right?
That'd be
Both
anarchy.
sides have said things that have been harsh. Both sides have said things that have been biased or untrue. And if we're being honest with ourselves, we just need to stick to what we said and reevaluate the decisions based upon our own merit and call it when we're wrong. I have said that I will make my decision at the end of the year. I love what I've seen. But if I'm being fair, I need to wait till the end of the year to make that decision where I say he's it or not.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that I have to like everything I see or agree with every take that's put out there. Doesn't give me the right to be an asshole about it. That's only one, and I'm aware.
Right.
The problem set comes when we are either overly positive
Russell into a time, take timeouts.
Peace,
or
gentlemen.
overly negative.
Wow.
And there is a large, there is a very vocal minority
It's only
that is
3
overly
games.
positive or overly negative. And that's what's driving people nuts and irritating them. Like
I
yesterday,
think the personal attack is
Hold
the
up.
problem.
Did anybody get personally attacked up here today?
Not today. No.
You're
no.
shaking your head,
Miss
yes,
Spence
Miss
did.
Spence. You
Miss
think you got
Spence did.
personally attacked?
She got called a parrot for TD.
So
You felt that way. I didn't think that anybody got personally attacked, but
it happens, Steven. How many times has Pete called me
I
a
don't
clown
know.
on your show?
I just
Now, how many times has it happened?
understand.
Okay. Both sides do it. And I've called Pete a couple of names too. I can't call myself perfect.
I'm a little slow, so like jabs just kind of brush right off me.
It's all
But,
good. I don't take any offense to it. But the only point in it is it does happen.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sorry if I didn't like
See, and by the
catch
way,
it
Miss
on the
Spence,
show today. Like, my bad, guys.
I
Like,
would have said
I'm sorry.
said what he said
You're
to you
good.
was he was coming at your takes. I don't think he was coming at you personally.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would have.
That's how I viewed it. You're on mute, Miss Spence. That's how I viewed it.
We are all guilty.
Oh
So-
yeah. No. I don't mean
let's-
no. I don't want to. I don't want to. And I'm not even saying that up here because I love Von Ife 4. I got to meet him last year and this Sunday.
Okay.
I got to see him again.
I was like, I
No,
don't think
but
that you got
in the-
personal.
in the
I don't
chat,
think you got
in the
personally
chat,
attacked.
Yes. In the chat,
I can't.
yes.
I
But,
told
mean,
you
what
the
am I gonna
chat
do?
is. It's
Yeah.
like forget the chat, y'all. Like
Chat's a
the chat is.
beast.
It's.
But
how many
this is the thing. If you're critical, you get labeled or grouped into like this herd of people. It's like no.
The chat is
And
going
I
to do
can
the
tell
chat.
people. I can tell people don't watch my show, and that's why I was like, you know what? Then there's nothing I can do. You don't want to watch my show? Fine. Just don't take little bits and make your own narrative or whatever what you think I'm saying. Like
That's
I'm my
human
own
nature.
person.
I think your narrative's amazing.
I don't like it,
Joey.
but it's human nature. It happens on both sides. And we have to take onus on us to either ignore it and discount those opinions.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's two things under. I personally don't think anybody was personally attacked up here. I think their views.
It happens, Steven.
I think that I've done a good job for the most part. I'm not saying I'm perfect controlling it.
No, no
putting
one's
it
coming at
to
you.
attack. Okay. Number two, I think that if you have a take, understand that some people aren't going to like it and they're going to come after it. And that's part of that's part of this. That's part of what we do on a day in, day out basis if you are on here. Okay. Number three, understand that everybody's not going to look at things the same way you do or from each other's standpoints. And so that is okay. What we need to do is become more, together. Now, with that being said, That is part of the problem with having a platform like I have, where I allow everybody to come up here and say their piece. There's going to be some people that don't like what's said. There's some people that feel some type of way. I think as long as you keep it on the Dolphins side or on that side, I'm not going to stop it. Like, it is what it is. But if you start getting personal, then I'm going to stop it. But I don't think anybody got personal here today, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. And if you seem differently or you deem it differently, come holler at me after the show. But that's what I think. So I'm a little pissed off today. Like, I'm not going to lie. People are pissed me off today.
It was such a great
You
day.
should be. It's great. You're doing great.
The
Steven,
problem
let me hit
is
you with a
that,
couple facts
again,
to cheer
the
you up, bro. I got a
Told
couple facts
shows
for you.
and
Have a
like,
beer, Steven.
can we just enjoy that we're 3-0?
I want to enjoy that I'm 3-0, but people get into I don't know.
Because people want credit, and I don't see why people feel the need. Like, look, whatever. Nobody's perfect. Nobody has their crystal ball. Nobody will know what the end of this season is going to look like until it happens. But we just need to,
on top of that, it's
enjoy what we're having right now. When was the last time we went 3-0 and we felt this good, guys?
That's what.
That's the vibe to be on.
We've been 3-0. No, but we've been 3-0 before. But when have we felt this good?
When has it felt this real?
3-0.
Well, and it's 3-0 against
and I'm telling
quality.
you, we're blowing out.
Yeah.
We're blowing out the Bengals. Mark my words.
Steven,
Steven,
listen to this. Listen to this, Steven.
Winning heals all wounds. Let's just keep winning.
Steven, we have 22 starters between offense and defense. 32% of them are top 10 rated in PFF. That's
Really?
Tua, 4th in
Now.
QB, Waddle, 4th in receivers, Tyreek, 6th in receivers. Robert Hunt is the 2nd highest graded guard in PFF. I'll repeat that. Robert Hunt is the 2nd highest rated guard in PFF. Kader Kohu, playing out of the slot, 8th ranked corner, and Javon Holland, the All-Pro, future All-Pro, 5th ranked safety. So you said you were a little down. I hope that cheers you up. Some big facts.
Dolphins.
32% of our starters are top 10.
That's awesome.
We ride.
Anyways.
So how's the
Dolphins
Bengals
country, let's
D?
ride.
Like, I don't know the answer to that. How's their defense?
It's very good. They have Trey Hendrickson up front, who's a beast.
Logan Wilson's a great
Logan
linebacker.
Wilson is very good in the middle. DJ Reader is a run-plugging D tackle. Who's the
Sam
other,
Hubbard, too.
Sam Hubbard. They have even a better one. Trey Hendrickson, Sam Hubbard, and they have a third edge end kind of guy.
You're talking about the Bengals thing?
Yeah.
What's his name? Oh, shoot.
All right. It's about to be noon.
Right?
We're gonna do
You're
final
asking
thoughts
about
of the
the
day.
defense?
We'll do final thoughts of the day. We're gonna start with I don't even care who starts first. Somebody start first. Final thoughts of the day.
Wait, Esther didn't even get to speak.
I'm sorry, Estefan. I apologize, man. I just can't take it no more today. I'm
So
ready to
Esther
lose it.
can start.
Man, what are y'all bitches babbling about? I don't know. I hear everybody crying. Who gives a shit? And who said what? I don't know what the hell. I got in here late. I'm over here like shaving, and I heard some of the beginning of the show, a little bit of the middle. I mean, I'm doing stuff in the background. I don't know. Apparently, somebody came in and accused somebody of something, but I don't know who it was, but you know. Everybody
go back and listen to the show if you want to listen to it.
I will. I
hate that the show went got to that point today.
I know more or less what the comment was, but I'll say this. You know, look, just aren't gonna like you. They're just not. Some people they either gonna like you or they're not. I'm not trying to sit there and make people like me. I have takes that I've given. The receipts are there. If you don't choose to believe what comes out of my mouth, then you can kiss my ass.
Hey,
that should be the approach. That should be the approach. And
Hey,
I don't know about the guy that was up here talking about waiting until the end of the season to have a full evaluation. He's like 100% right. You don't have to be on board with Tua right now.
EM can get in. EM, there's room to get in. EM, if you want to do the final
real
thought.
quick, buddy.
Yeah.
You remember our bet? You getting ready to wear that dress?
What bet? Who is this?
You made a bet with me that Tua would be replaced by the end of the season.
Welcome back, Vaughn.
Oh yeah. Hey man, I'll proudly wear that dress.
I know, man. I have faith that you'll live up to it.
Yeah, but if you've heard me, I've been nothing but objective on what I've seen.
Oh, I have no issues with you, man. I have no issues with you.
Yeah,
mean it
but see, here's
jokingly.
the thing: you can be objective, you can call it day by day, week by week. There's nothing wrong with taking that approach. The problem is you have people that go all in like he's already a franchise quarterback. Yeah, he's doing franchise quarterback things, but you got to continue to do that. It's like the guy who I don't know who brought up Kansas City last year. You know that we're kind of all. I'm sorry, not Kansas City.
Arizona. It was me.
Arizona.
It was
Arizona.
Oh,
You
Arizona.
do y'all know that we actually have something in common with them that I don't even want to bring up, bro? We have the worst pass. We've given up a lot of passing yards. We have the second worst, right behind Baltimore. Like
You
we
mean
got to.
this year, Essa?
This year, we've given up a lot of pass yards. We got to clean that up, y'all.
Yep.
That's
I don't love our
that.
defense right now.
That's something that you know. You got to talk about the good. You got to talk about the bad. But if you don't want to be Arizona 2.0, that stuff has to get cleaned up. We have fans that just want to talk about Tua. There's other stuff going on with the team that when the time comes and you get slapped upside the face, it could be Thursday. We could get humbled by Thursday. And I hear our fan base just talking. Look, I understand we're 3-0, but act like you've been there. You know what I mean? And if you haven't
I'll be
been
real
there,
with you.
then like,
I
you know
feel
what I
like
mean?
we've
Like
never
we
been in
look
this
like
situation. That's just me.
yeah, I know, but we look like some fools over here on talking to these other fan bases. Like, you know what I mean? Like act like you got some class about yourself, man.
I will
like,
say one thing, Essa. When Bills fans give ridiculous takes of like 42-10 and say weather doesn't matter, I will challenge that on the spot.
And then
Yeah.
file OSHA complaints.
Hey, real quick. Let me just say that the Dolphins are 3-0. If you're not pumped, check your pulse. Two is the man. I don't know what else y'all want.
100%.
I don't know what else y'all want.
Man.
Let's keep doing it. I agree, but even if he has a bad game, y'all better not come up here the next day and say, "Oh my God, he had a bad game. I told you he was
One
the
bad
worst
game
quarterback."
doesn't make him, just like
that's
one
the
good
stupidest
game
take in
doesn't
the
make
world.
him.
But
It's a
whatever.
full season.
All right, I'm not. Finn, anything else before I let you go?
nah, that's it, man.
Love you, brother. Be good.
I hope all is well in y'all's personal lives and
Same
all
to
that
you,
kind
man.
of good stuff, man.
My personal
have a
life
good
Keeping it
one.
real,
but
Esther.
that's
Keep
another
keeping it
story.
real.
Thanks, man.
Easy, boss.
All right. Who wants to go next? And try to keep it short, like a minute.
I can go
Ready
next.
to
I'll
go.
go.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
So first off, I want to say I was telling TD this the other day. First of all, Stephen, thank you for having me first time on.
No problem, man. I'm sorry you couldn't talk longer, and I'm sorry I'm acting the way I'm acting.
Yeah,
I'm
it's all
acting
good.
real short with people right now,
Yeah,
and I
it's
apologize
all
for
good.
how I'm acting. I'm
But
really trying to
yeah,
keep my cool.
as I was telling TD the other day, the past 2 weeks we've been losing going in the fourth quarter. I rock a Javon Holland jersey on game day. I've taken it off twice going into the fourth quarter, and we came back to win. Just saying. But anyway, we are 3-0, ladies and gentlemen. We should be not arguing with these Bills fans because the Bills fans have an L in that column. The only fan base we should be
Gatekeeper,
arguing
if you're
with is the
talking, I didn't
Eagles.
block you, gatekeeper. Sorry, bro. Keep going. I feel bad. I'm
We should only be
disrespecting you.
Yeah, it's all good. We should be only having debates with Eagles fans because they are the only team with the same record as us. These teams with the L's, we don't ignore them. They hate us because they ain't us. That's all I gotta say. Tua,
100%. Throw your fins up. Look at
Yeah,
Vaughn. He's
fins
got
up.
his paws up in the sky.
There we go, Greg. I love that.
All right, man. Hey, please come back on when I'm not
Yeah, I
short.
will.
And it's very rare
Yeah,
that
you
I am,
got it.
so I apologize, man.
Oh, you got it, man. Have
All
a
right,
good day.
man. Be good, bro.
Stay
Stay
safe,
good,
guys, with the hurricane. I hope you guys do good,
Thank
man.
you. Yeah.
Stay safe,
Thank
boss.
you about that. A lot of people are getting direct
All right.
hits too.
Next.
I can go.
Go ahead.
Steven, I want to say, like, I understand your feelings right now. You have given so many people a voice and a platform to have their voice and their opinion. And I really think that you do a good job. And I guarantee you 99.9% of people on this panel and in that chat agree with me on that. So calm down because we love you and
I
you
appreciate
do
it.
a
Thank you.
great job. And without you, a lot of us would never have gotten to have our voice. Okay.
I appreciate that.
So thank you. And I want to say a couple of things to Esther's comment about the passing yards. A couple of things on that. Those were two of the top rated quarterbacks in the league that we played against. They got yards, but they didn't get the W. We did. So sorry about it, but you can't complain because they got yards on top quarterbacks. Come on, man. Our defense held up, did what they had to. The offense came in, did what they had to. Positivity rules for me in this right now. And I also want to say that before the season started, I said Allen was going to get hurt. This is not a wish to have harm come to another human. It's just an observation. And I know Miss Vince has had that same take. He's going to get hurt this season and be out. And then Buffalo, they're done. And I also think Mahomes, I don't think he's going to get hurt necessarily, but his star is on the way down. I got called an idiot for that take. And, y'all can think I'm wrong, but please don't call me an idiot for my take or act like I don't know what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
And I also have to say that all of this argument about, our takes and our feelings are hurt and all that kind of stuff, we're not that far apart, people. We're all kind of saying the same thing. We all want our voice. Just keep it about people's takes and not about people in general, or they're being stupid or they don't know anything about football, that kind of thing. Just be respectful. So all I have to say is we're going 4-0 come Thursday night, and go Dolphins. And thank you, Steven.
Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'll go next, Steven.
Thanks, Pamela. All right, next.
So I just want to say to Pamela's one of her points. I don't think that Esther was saying that it's necessarily, jump out the building, it's burning because of the passing yards. I think he was just drawing a comparison to what I said earlier about Arizona, how throughout their 7-game winning streak to start the season, they were giving up a lot of passing yards, and it ended up not being sustainable. But other than that, keep your head up, Steven. We love you, like Pamela said. That I definitely agree with her on. You give a lot of us a voice, and it's about long-term sustainability. This 3-0 hot start is obviously good. Stack up as many wins as you can when you can, but if we crumble late, it doesn't mean a thing. So long-term sustainability, and hopefully McDaniel is fostering that kind of environment to produce that. Fins up.
Thank you. I appreciate
and
it,
I'm,
man.
I'm gonna be there on. I'm gonna be there on Thursday too. So let's get it. I'm gonna
Let's
be at the
go,
tailgater
man.
event.
Have fun there, bro.
Thank you.
All right, man.
In the bus.
Yeah, I want to make mine short and sweet. Look, whether you're Renee Diaz, Alexander Renee Diaz, or Pete, I consider you both Dolphin fans. I really don't care where you stand. You're both Dolphin fans. I love that this is a platform where you get free speech. This isn't China, so fins up and fuck you.
Is there no swear jar today?
I mean, I never said that there was, but it's whatever at this point. Anybody else whoever wants to go next?
Hey, Steven, how you doing?
Pretty good, JP. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, bro, I just want to channel everybody else. You're doing a great job. I'm sorry today was one of those days, brother. I know we all, it's
yeah.
It's
no, I apologize.
But,
I feel like I'm not giving you guys good content. It's very rare. I feel like this. I mean, almost very, very like it's hardly ever. But I just, y'all.
You're giving exceptional content. It's been a great day. I've listened to a lot of it, and it's been exceptional as always. Keep up the good work. And it's very, very enjoyable. But I'm gonna go along with what my boy Esther said. You know what? Yeah, let the Bills fans make their excuses about the sun, the moon, the stars, make their OSHA violations. Let's blame undermanned roster, way to disrespect your own players that played their heart out on that field the other day.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Let's not fight fire with fire, guys. We are a better fan base than that. We are a better organization than that. We represent this team much more than that, okay? When we return fire with fire, then there's an old saying I used to tell my son, and I used to tell my daughter when she was a baby and young. When they go outside and scream like fools, they're the fools. When we go outside and scream alongside with them, guess what we are? we're just as bad. So let's not retaliate with them. Let's show them what this fan base is all about. Let's show them the class that we have. Let's show them that, you know what? Hey, you know what? They can make all the excuses they want, and we can call them on their gibberish. We can absolutely call them on their silliness and foolishness. That's perfectly fine. But the vulgarities and the FUs and the other stuff that we've seen, I appreciate that passion, but we don't need to go down that level, because then we become no better than that. And that's all I got to say about that, guys. Thanks for having me on, Steven. Much love to you all, Miss Finch, Nando, MCHJB, Green Rat, Vaughn. Nice to talk to you all, Robert.
See you later,
Peace out,
JP.
gentlemen.
What's up, man?
Thanks, JP. Love you, brother. I appreciate it, man.
Easy,
Love
boss.
you, brother.
All right. Next.
All right, I got you.
Go ahead.
So go to Pub Dog, get a craft pizza and some beer because you live close to it. Tastes delicious, makes any day better. Friggin'
There you go, Rob.
The honest answer on it, man. It may not always sound the best, but you give people what they need. And frankly, people have opinions and they want to be heard, and they need to be heard. I don't have to like what everyone says. I don't have to be an asshole about listening to it. And people are going to slip up and make mistakes.
I can't with you, William Perry.
And the arguments, there's merits to both sides. So just try and listen and take what you can. But you're going to screw up. You're going to make mistakes, and when you do, just own up to it. For lack of a better term, be a freaking man about it.
Newfoundland, I appreciate it, man.
And not
Thank
a
you.
child. And that's all I got.
I appreciate it, Robert. I love you, brother. I might have to
All
take
right,
you up
man.
on that. Be good, brother.
All right,
See you,
dude.
Robert.
Catch you later.
Yeah, bye.
Peasy, boss.
I keep on letting people come up. I'm trying to get people off, but I'm a man.
Damn,
of
my
the
bad,
people.
Steven. My bad.
No. I didn't mean it.
My
like that.
bad.
I'm
Love,
saying I'm a
Steven.
man of the people.
People love you because you're a man of the people, boss.
Hey,
Look
man,
at you.
listen, I'm a little worried about you, Steven, bro. I've never
Nah,
seen you with this look on
I
your
know.
face. What
I'm
did
sure
I
there's
miss
love,
this
bro.
morning? What the hell did I miss this morning?
I
Man,
don't know, man. You would have thought you were up here, you know?
hey, at the end of the day, you can't blame him for this one, bro. You cannot blame him for this one. That's all I got to say, bro.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, man. I think if I'm honest, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Like I let everybody come up here, and some people get upset about it, and it's not even just that either, right? It's just the perception of it sometimes, and I'm like, I do feel like I'm neutral. Let me say this: I'm very pro Tua. That much I admit, but I feel like I allow people. Like I'm not going to sit here and argue with people if they feel a different way about it. Like I'm going to be like, bro, come up here, tell me how you feel, whatever it is.
Is that what the issue was? Man, everything is always centered around Tua, bro. That's crazy.
I know, and I've said on multiple occasions on my platforms, I hate that the conversation comes back to him. Now, I think that some of the conversation of our success should be around him, but we're I'm sitting here, I'm like, it's September 27th. We're 3-0. We literally beat 2 of the top 10 teams in the NFL. One of them being arguably the best. Some people still have them above us in power rankings after we beat them. That's got to say that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like we are the best we've easily been in the last 25 years. Yet we're still on here today arguing with each other, which is ridiculous. And
who's arguing?
And then
I would really like to know who that was. Man, I hate I missed. Listen, damn, I hate I missed what happened earlier.
Well, you can always go back and watch the replay because that's
I
what we
hate
do
doing
here, so
that.
you
I
can-
want to catch it. I want to catch it in real time. I hate doing it.
I wanted to come
But
up
listen,
there.
bro. Listen. At the end of the day, bro. Listen. What? Whatever side of the fence that you on, you were. I call them two extremists. Whether you had a unreasonable, favorable evaluation to it before this year, or you had a crazy, you were overly critical of Tua, because of you not feeling him as our franchise quarterback or whatnot. At the end of the day, what we're seeing now, we're seeing growth from the quarterback, we're seeing growth from the team, and like you just said, Steven, we're 3-0. So I'm like, so what is there to argue about right now? You know, listen, we all know what my approach is. It's a game by game situation. If you keep it in that format in your evaluation of the team, it eliminates a lot of this nonsense. You know what I mean? You keep it film based. You know, at the end of the day, I don't understand what are we arguing about now. What's the debate here? Are they still debating about Tua being?
No, I don't think that it is. I just think that some people get mad when other people get called out on the platform, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you felt some, I think there's some people that have a problem with, how some people feel about having their guards up on their heart of how they feel about this team. They don't want to get let down. And I also think that some people on the opposite side of that are like, how can you just fully, you're just a diehard. You're not speaking rationally. You are just faithfully
and I don't
putting
think that
everything
that's
into,
ever going to change, Stephen.
I mean, I'm just, he asked the question. I'm telling him like, there's a few different things here. Right. So, yeah. So
what I would like to say though, if I may, are you finished, EM?
Free Roach. No, real quick. I was just going to say, listen, we should all be happy from what we've seen in 3 games. But at the end of the day, we all have to keep it in perspective. It's still just 3 games, right? It's still just 3 games. So let's just keep it in perspective. Enjoy it. You know what I mean? Evaluate the film on a game-by-game basis. Please, let's stop all of it. It's time to stop all of this foolishness. I mean, man, we've been whining for 2 years. We've been back and forth the fan base for 2, 3, 4 years now. And now we're finally, it appears in these first 3 games that the quarterback is taking a turn for the better, is taking a significant leap, as well as the team. So can we just enjoy what we're seeing and just chill?
I agree.
Keep it film based. And I'm not saying don't critique Tua or any member of this team.
I never said that you couldn't be critical of the man. Like, be critical of him. Like,
exactly. We should all be critical of this team.
But I tell you what I don't want is if he has a bad game, people to come up here next day and be like, I told you so.
Well, you know what? Well, that's what everybody else. Well, now that he's had two really good games, that's what everybody else is doing, Stephen D. So you need to call those individuals out as well. Keep it fair now. Keep it fair. Keep it fair now.
I think keep it fair now. I think he's made a very significant improvement, and that's been shown. But what you can be critical and say, hey, he had a bad game, but you know what? In the scheme of things, in 5 games, 1 out of 5 bad games, I'm not going to say that he just had a bad game. That's all it was. Like, that's how I would put it. I would have a caveat to it, which I think is fair to say.
Right, but all I'm saying is, listen, again, just keep it game by game, bro. Let the film speak. Let the film answer all of the questions, and we just keep it moving. But you got to keep it fair, though, Stephen. If you have people coming up here saying that applies to both sides. Because you got people out here, you got casuals in this community, big time casuals, right? That don't know a goddamn thing about this about this sport, right? Can't evaluate film, can't evaluate players, you know what I mean? Can't evaluate draft prospects out here sticking their bird chest out after 3 games. Oh, Tua, I told this, I said this about Tua. Get the fuck out of here. These dumb motherfuckers. Listen. I'm sorry, Steven. I had a moment there. I apologize. I'm sorry. I had a moment there. I apologize.
Everybody else has ignored the swear jar today.
So
I only said ass.
I'm listening to all these goddamn idiots.
Shake Money did say, wasn't talking about you, Stephen D. Love fam. You allow freedom of expression. My swear jar. I appreciate that. Thank you.
First of all, I'm going to say good afternoon to my Dolphin fans. How you guys doing today?
I don't know, but I'm trying to get off. I can't be doing final thoughts.
Happy, man. That's all there is to it.
So first of all, I'm going to say congratulations to my Dolphin fans for being in first place of the AFC conference. How does that feel? Great. Now, secondly, I'm going to say in the preseason, right, I told everyone to watch Juszczyk and Kittle. People got tired of me, right? And now you see the play action.
Here we go.
I think Miss Vince called that out, 36 play actions, and we did 11 read options. And because of that, we're getting more yardage on the play action, which is setting up the run for the running game we actually are starting to show. So what did I tell people earlier in the preseason? Watch out for Juszczyk because you didn't see it in our offense. Watch Juszczyk and Kittle. Finally, now you can watch us and see the play action produce the most yards that we've ever seen to this point.
Sorry, Sharif, you got kicked off.
I don't mean to damn, Sharif. Golly, the man can't get.
Final thought.
He didn't even. Damn, he can't even finish one sentence, bro. They got rid of him that quick. Damn.
Sharif does have is about to get a show on it. Is about to get a date.
I'm sure somebody's coming for me. I already know. I'm sure. I already know. It's all good.
Here I am. Here I am.
What's up, Draymond?
Here I am. What's good? What's good with y'all, man?
Hey.
Hey, 83, how are you?
Good. Hey, what's up with all of this? Hey, what's up with all of this? Guys can't poke their chest out after 3 games. What is with this, man? Why can't we celebrate our
Oh
team,
my
bro?
God.
What
Steve,
is
you're never leaving,
EM?
boss.
What is this, EM?
Hey,
Steven can't handle this right now. Don't do it.
I don't talk to casuals, bro.
I'm
So
trying to. Hey, here we
I'm
go.
turning over a new leaf.
22 days.
I'm turning.
You've been running from me. I'm here now.
I'm turning over a new leaf. I don't talk. I don't associate with casuals. So there you go.
Saturday, Sunday, kick your feet up, man.
I know.
So the casual in my eyes.
Don't bother me at all this weekend. Nobody better.
The casual.
Sharif waiting for you in the back, CB. Damn.
I know there was.
Damn. KK said bye, CB.
Damn.
The chat has Steven's back.
Get them casuals up out of here. Get them
go.
casuals up out of here.
Listen, let Steven take a nap, man.
Oh my God.
That is hilarious, bro. That is hilarious, dude.
What's up, Solo Boyzo?
What's up, man? Hey, man, I appreciate you letting me on here, man, and stuff. But as for the team, man, the team surprised me. I know the last time I was on here with you, man, I wasn't too happy, but right now, like, we can't really complain.
We undefeated, cuz. We undefeated.
Man, hey, let me tell you, we can't really complain. Reason why I said that, I feel like Tues was a project. And for him to prove, because this was a make or break year for him. And, you know, he not showing us what, you know, we want out of him, but he a project. He doing what a project's supposed to do. I ain't think he had an arm to throw a deep ball. Now he got the deep ball. So all he got to do now, you got to make that throw. That's all I want to see. So, and then we got a backup quarterback. Oh,
hold up, Solo boy. I can't let you slide. I can't let you slide, cuz, with that comment. You say you want to see him make the deep pass? Bro, my voice is leaving me.
Yeah, I want to see him make it. Yeah, I want to see him make it. You know why? Because he can make it. All it is now, he got to build that confidence. He can make it. He been making it. And this is my thing. I ain't no two in here. I ain't none of that.
Thank you, Chris Block. It's for your $20 donation.
I'm gonna give support where support is at, and he doing what we wanted him to do, and you know he doing it efficiently, man. Like I think 2 interceptions. We got 7 touchdowns. Like I like the numbers. If this what I'm gonna say, and I ain't gonna hold the mic. Like I said, I ain't no 2 in here now. I might be one if he beats Cincinnati, because Cincinnati gonna bring it. If he beats Cincinnati, I feel like everybody, all these 2 years, we need to start talking about MVP. That's what we need to talk about.
We beat Cincinnati. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about Cincinnati at all.
Listen to what I'm gonna say. Hey, it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a dog fight. Y'all were talking about Baltimore.
It's a dog fight, Greg.
This gonna be a dog fight. But hey, them boys gonna put more points than I think Baltimore put up. Cause
I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead. I'm sorry, homie. Go ahead.
No, you good. But yeah, this gonna be a slug, man, because we going to their house, and this is the nail in the coffin for them. If we beat them, we playoff bound. I don't want to hear nothing. We playoff, and I'm gonna be real with you. In the beginning, I was like 7 and 8. That's what I was going for. I think not 7 and 8, but 8 and I think I was like 8 and 9 or something like that. We got 17 games, but something like that. But I know we were.
PFF just tweeted that the highest graded wide receiver versus single coverage this year, Jalen Waddle.
No,
94.9.
That's not surprising.
That's That's what I'm talking about
I'm
right
sure
there.
Tyreek is in that top 10 as well.
And I'm gonna leave it alone. All right, last year we never seen that type of throw to Tyreek. He never did that. And like for him to do that, like, that's a lot of growth, man. That's a lot of growth right there, man. Like, all right, with Tyreek, I'm used to seeing that with Tyreek. Like, we see that in Kansas City. But we looking at Waddle doing that, man. Waddle going off. So I salute them, and we playoff bound. I feel like, because we came out balling. So y'all can have it.
We're blowing them out. We're blowing out the Bengals. I already said that here. We're blowing out the Bengals.
All right, Solo Boy, I appreciate it, man. You're the man, brother.
See you, Solo Boy.
Easy, buddy.
All right, Steven, I'm out, bro. Hey, man, y'all be good. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. And hey, man, listen.
Hey,
what's up, bro? What's up, man?
Stop causing trouble.
Yeah, I'll always blaming him, bro. Listen.
Stop being a troublemaker. I was trying to think about what I should say to you.
Hey, man, listen. Let's just enjoy what we're seeing. We all wanted growth. We all wanted progress. We're seeing that in the first 3 games. Let's just enjoy it. Eliminate a lot of this. No, I know we can't eliminate all of it, but let's just scale a lot of this foolishness down, please, really. So let's take it game by game, evaluate the quarterback, evaluate the team as such. And trust me, it'll be a lot more peaceful in our community if we take that approach. So with that being said, man, y'all have a good day. Stephen D, all the respect to you, man. Miss Fans.
I love you, Ian.
Oh, I want to say one thing real quick. I love your show, Miss Fans. I listen to you. That is truly, truly the #1 Miami Dolphins sports talk show YouTube channel in the morning. Not you, Stephen Day. You're #2. You're a close #2, but that #1 slot that belongs to Miss Fans. Y'all put some respect on her name. Y'all be good. Y'all be good.
I'm gonna let that slide because I'm gonna let it slide. He's my man, 100 grand, just like you. All right, Crystalakis. Hello, Crystalakis.
I'm still mad.
Crystalakis.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
You paid your swear jar. Thank you very much. Yes, we can.
$20 later. I want to count on those F-bombs. I want you audited right now. What I wanted
hit me up.
What I wanted was everyone.
You literally dropped an atomic bomb on the show today and then left.
I mean,
you were like,
I didn't leave.
Boom,
No.
Peace
No.
out.
I didn't leave. I was forced out.
I tried to clean it up.
I was forced out. No, Vaughn, I saw you, brother. I saw you, Vaughn. You got my back, bro. I'll never forget that, buddy. I really appreciate that.
Vaughn was like, I have your back, son.
I got some strays, though. It's all right, bro.
No, I appreciate it.
You bloodied up a little bit.
I caught some shrapnel. It's all right.
I'm not trying to conduct the Nuremberg trials over here. I'm not trying to look for all you defectors, whatever you want to call them, saying, no, this person said this person said that. I wanted everyone to be on the same page before the start of the season. That's what I wanted. I wanted everyone to support their team.
That was never going to happen. Hey, Sharif, we not doing a show on Monday. We're going to have to find another day. I'm taking the day off, just letting you know, Sharif. So when we went out, Sharif does get to host his own show one day because of a deal we made that if they went 4-0, he could host the show. But it ain't going to be Monday because I'm taking the day off.
Tired.
I need at least 3 days. Go ahead, Chris.
No,
I'm sorry.
No, like I said, I just wanted all of us to be united. But what ended up happening, and I still see it happening, Pete doing a wonderful job of that, trying to divide the fan base over Tua all over again, even though Tua had
let me say this since you called out Pete and he's not here to defend himself. He can't defend himself. Go ahead. By the way, I love Pete.
I used to love Pete. I used to defend Pete. I was like, listen, these guys got crazy takes and stuff like that. But this is him not even being a fan of the Dolphins anymore. And I would love to have a serious conversation with Pete one day.
If you get up here tomorrow, if you could do Pete, we'll do Pete and Crystalakis to start the show. If Pete can get up here first thing.
No swear jars tomorrow because $20.
I'll give you 5 minutes. I'll give you both 5 minutes without the swear jar.
That's a main event right there.
That's a main event.
I want to know what time.
And it would just be Pete and you to start out the show. And I would take off the swear jar for 5 minutes.
And there's a hurricane in Florida going on tomorrow? Jeez.
Yep.
Jeez.
But Pete's got to agree with it, so we got to get a hold of Pete.
Pete's not going to run from that. Pete doesn't run. I know Pete. Pete doesn't back away.
Cap for Life says, I'm calling Pete right now.
Look, he's being what is Don King?
Someone
Cap for
please
Life
do.
is Don King right now. He's Don
I ain't
King
gonna
right
lie.
now.
That would be a good show.
I should get. You know who I'm going to call? You know who I'm going to call? I'm going to call D1. That's who I'm going to call.
No, it's just you versus Pete.
No,
It's
I
not-
think it should be tag team. I think it should be tag team. I think it should be
No,
me and
it's
D1
you versus Pete. Nobody else. I'm giving
Man, you
you
don't know how to
two.
promote a show, bro. You don't know how to promote a show. I'm over here giving you little tastes, and you can't.
But who's
this.
Pete
Come on.
gonna come with him? It would be a 2 versus 1. It'd be a handicap match. Can't have that.
Take it, bro.
Pete's got to agree to that, but I wouldn't want that for Pete.
If there's anything Pete can do, you can take 2 at a time, man.
He would not stand a chance against D1 and Crystallakis. It would not.
Dude, the conversation would be a giant circle. You would never get a resolution on anything.
Yeah, I just got a phone call. What did I miss?
Oh, we were sitting here saying how he would have nobody to tag team with. It'd be a handicap match.
One, bro.
No, there's people in Pete's corner. There's
Oh, there's people in there, but they don't agree with his takes.
We like Pete the person.
We love Pete.
Not
Pete the person's a great.
Love is a strong word,
right now,
Steven.
cuz.
Love
Pete the
is a
person's
strong
great
word.
humanitarian.
I love Pete.
Pete the person's a great humanitarian. Pete
That's
the
what I'm saying,
Dolphin
though,
fan is psychotic.
Pete the
All
take.
Pete the Dolphin fan would drive a psychotic horse through a burning stable.
Well, Pete is your biggest donator, guys. He's your biggest fundraiser, Stephen D.
Everybody says that.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
just telling you right now, Pete. There's nothing behind closed doors. Pete literally says his takes because he comes up on the panel. Who else does, right? And he says what he says. If people don't want to hear it, they kick. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
No,
I'm
just
just
get behind your team.
Just
Just get
some
behind your team.
Philanthropist.
Just get behind your team. I don't want to hear. You said it best, Steven. You said it absolutely best. I don't want to. If Tua goes out on Thursday night and throws an absolute dud of a game, I don't want to hear on Friday morning, oh my God, we gotta get rid of Tua. We gotta get rid of Tua. Because if I start to hear that, the gloves are coming off.
Welcome back, Sharif and CB83.
There is no more being nice. There is no more.
Hello.
You know.
It never ends, Steven.
I know.
I'm
Steven,
trying to get off.
Yo, hey, just real quick before I get kicked. Hey, before I get kicked off again, man, just real quick. Hey, I love everybody, but some of you guys with your casual takes, it's okay. I rock with you either way, But I could tell some of you just have a hard time evaluating, the team for what it was and what it was last year, and I'm fine with that. And it's okay to be wrong. So don't get up here and say, hey, you guys are poking your chest out and slow your roll is 3 games. Just say, hey, I was dead ass wrong. I was a little wrong about what happened with Tua, man, and how I looked at the team. Like, don't be afraid to say I made a mistake, because it happens. People make mistakes. We're all humans. Don't be afraid to say that. Don't get up here and try to deflect and say, oh, you guys are doing this and you're posting your chest out. Like, just say, hey, I made a mistake. I was dead ass wrong about Tua.
I'll do you one better, Finns talk. I'm going to throw TD in the mix too. Would TD keep that? TD and all the Tua disagreeers, whatever you want to call them, keep that same energy if the shoe was on the other foot?
No, they would not. They don't take that approach. So they wouldn't, man. They would still be poking
would they
their
be
chest out.
attacking? Would they be attacking Tua and ears? Would they be attacking Tua and on?
Of course they would. That's
So let's
their
keep it a
whole
buck.
aura. And that's where
Exactly.
Hey, and we learned from them. That's where we learned this from. We got it from them. So don't act like all that energy they gave us, we just giving it right back. So don't be mad. Just take it on the chin, just like we did.
Welcome back, EM.
Hey, I got something to hey.
Take it on the chin,
hang on
just
real
like
quick.
we did, bro.
See, hang on.
You
hang on real quick. I mean, real
my
talk.
calls, ducking my text messages, bro.
No.
Pick up
Hang
the
on,
phone.
bro.
Pick up the phone, dude.
Can I talk? Can I please? Can I make my? Can I please talk?
I done called you 10 times, bro.
And in this,
So are you just gonna sit and run your mouth, CB, or what? Is this?
Bro, I done called you 10 times. You ain't hit me
I'm
back,
busy,
bro.
bro. I got a life, motherfucker. Goddamn, I'm not gonna drop everything because a casual calling me, bro.
Everywhere I go,
Can
you
y'all
on the
pay y'all
chat,
swear
bro.
jar if you're gonna at least cuss? Damn.
God damn. Listen.
Crystallakis paid his. Y'all need to pay y'all's.
Listen.
You're all here talking about special treatment. I'm seeing it right now before my eyes.
I'm sorry. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. When I let something slide, other people feel this is what I'm talking about.
I have so many other priorities in my life than casual takes with CB83 calling me. Trust me on that. Let me say. So with that being said, listen. At the end of the day, right? In terms of the statement that he just made, I'm coming from the place of the people that have tried to be as objective as possible. They kept it film based. Now, if you listen to not only myself but a lot of people that were objective when they had a perceived negative critique of Tua, and all they did was keep it. They evaluated the film for what it was. Myself and others, they challenged everybody in the community to get on a panel or go live and let's put the all 22 up and please refute everything that I was saying. I have yet to hear anybody that took me up on that challenge. Period. So you can't sit up here and say, "Oh, well, you were wrong," or an individual was wrong. Hang on, let me finish. Can I finish? Let me finish.
That's a lie, bro.
Can I finish? Can I finish, please?
Hey, wrap it up, man. Wrap it up.
So is this casual takes or is this Miami sports music? Which one is it? Is this casual takes?
Land the plane, Ian.
Is this casual takes or is this Miami sports music? Which one is it? So with that being said, again, as long and this is for future reference with any player, if you keep it film based, right, and you're objective about and you're correct about what you see on film, right. At the end of the day, players get you've heard a lot of people say that, well, yeah, Tua is bad in this area today, but he can get better in this area tomorrow. The issue is when people base a 2-year evaluation and they say this kid can't be anything, and they make a 10-year projection off of 2 years worth of film. And I know y'all have all heard me say that about Tua consistently.
They're saying that you're on TD's bandwagon. You're on TD's bandwagon? I didn't know that.
But first off, EM don't need a bandwagon. EM Dolphin fan of this community don't need nobody's bandwagon.
EM, to be fair,
let that be known right now, goddamn it.
You done?
So hell no.
Hey, EM, you done or you finished, bro? You done or you finished?
Is you done?
Yeah, I'm good. EM. Go ahead, Casual.
I'm just gonna say real quick though. EM did switch up on Tua. He was a big Tua supporter, and then he talked to TD, and then all of a sudden became a Tua hater. So I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Definitely.
To a hater, really? First off, I don't hate on anybody. The only player I've ever hated on was Jerome Baker in this community. I never hated on Tua.
Big flip flopper, bro. Big flip flopper.
And see that right there. See, that's what I hate, bro. Just stop the trolling. Listen, stop the lying, blatant out. That's a straight up lie, John.
Like it is, bro.
That's a straight up lie, bro. Stop, bro. Anyway, go ahead.
Get that man some flip flops, man. Get that man some flip flops, man.
Flip flops coming to a store near you.
I hear you. That's cool. It's what it is. The real ones know what it is.
Hey. And EM, I'm okay, but I did challenge you on the film in regards to Tua and Herbert. I said their rookie season, Tua outplayed Herbert. He has the ability to
in one game.
I've always
in one game. In one game, CB. In one game.
I put on that film.
See, this is why casuals shouldn't have platforms. This is why casuals. This is why casuals should not have platform and claim they know how to evaluate film and evaluate players.
He also played great in other games too. I didn't put on those films, but he also played.
And I gave him credit for all those games, bro. Anytime. Again.
But see,
if you gonna keep it a band,
you don't have the bro. You don't provide. You said you don't look at the context. Don't look at the nuance of it.
Hey, EM, tell Draymond Green to keep it a buck. Say keep it a buck, Draymond.
Keep it a band, bro. If you gonna keep it a band. If you gonna keep it a band, I got haters everywhere. I know that, and people gonna hate and troll and all that other dumb shit.
Nobody hating on you, bro.
But at the end of the day, whatever platform, if you go back,
EM are their boys, so don't be.
No, we're not. I'm not friends with casuals, bro. I don't surround myself with casual people, bro. I don't.
I know.
So we're not friends. Never been, never will be.
And yet,
I got priorities in life, and you're not one of them, my friend. Your show is not a priority, and you are specifically not a priority. So you're not.
Now that Tua balling, you ain't my friend no more.
So at the end of the day, if you're gonna keep it a band, that's one of the beautiful things about YouTube.
You not my friend no more because Tua balling?
When was I ever your friend, bro? When was that? Have y'all ever heard me say CB83 is a friend of mine? Anybody heard me say that? I don't think so.
I talked to you countless times, bro. Don't get on here lying now.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
EM, are you my friend, EM?
This man came up here with a straight face and said that he doesn't associate himself with casuals. Yet TD Finstock thinks that PPC means points per carry.
Well, hey,
and that's his best friend, though.
Hey, listen. He is a good dude, bro.
Are you my friend? Are you?
Hey, hang on. Let me finish. Hang on. Let me finish saying what I was gonna say. Let me address this, John. Hang on. Let me address John Christolakis, bro. Listen, whatever issues you got with another grown man, take that over there, bro. Stop speaking on a man that's not here to defend himself, bro.
If he didn't block me from his channel, I would. If he didn't block me from his channel,
bro, you need to stop that. You really do. But anyway. At the end of the day, man, CB, you're not a friend of mine. Newsflash, you never were a friend of mine.
For the record,
you're not a priority. Your show clearly is not a priority.
Cool.
So at the end of the day, please, I don't associate with casuals. I have my circle. It is what it is. Get over it.
Admit you were wrong, man.
Get over it. Get over it.
Hey, I just need you to admit you were wrong at this point, bro.
Y'all have no idea.
I'm not wrong, bro.
They really think we hate each other. They really think we are not.
No, I haven't been wrong. I haven't been wrong. I haven't been wrong about it. I haven't been wrong about anything I've ever said about Tua talking about low.
You've never been wrong a day in your life. Is that what you're saying?
No, I said about Tua. I said about
man
Tua.
on here lying,
I've been wrong a lot, but no, I haven't been wrong about Tua.
You hear this man on here lying, bro?
Hey, you listen. Like, hey, Ryan, hey, check this out. This speaks volume. This is what I've been saying about Tua since 2020. Hang on. Let me finish. Hang on.
What have you been saying about Tua?
Ryan Fitzpatrick has they're going to interview him. They have an interview in place on Thursday, right?
Great. It's going to be awesome.
Right. If you go, like they posted they tweeted out parts of the interview on Twitter. And when the first thing that came out of his mouth about Tua, that it's a paraphrase, but what he was saying about in terms of the growth was about how Tua is seeing the field now. That's the first thing came out of his mouth. And that is what I have been consistently saying about Tua since day freaking, if you're going to keep it a band, bro.
Why are you riding this Ryan Fitzpatrick bandwagon of everything he says, bro? I mean, it's okay. Bro,
the man played in the league. The man played in the league for 16 years, bro.
I get it. I understand.
Hey, I gotta go. I need y'all to give me your final
thoughts. Then go,
Steven.
Steven. Let the show run on.
Come over tonight. Hey, come to Fans Take tonight.
No, don't come to casual takes. Don't. Hey, y'all out there, don't listen. I'll say this: if you want to go to sleep, if you're having trouble sleeping at night, go to casual takes at CB83. Because trust me, that content will help you get your sleep on. I promise you.
I love you, man. But where's your show?
You're wrong for that,
hey,
bro.
If I was you, I wouldn't show up either.
If you having trouble sleeping at night, what's up, bro?
I love you, dude. But where's your show?
Oh man, it's coming. It's coming.
I've heard that for like 2 years.
Hey man, I'm busy, bro. I'm busy. I gotta get stuff solidified in my personal life before I can just jump off into that.
You've been saying that for 2 years.
Hey, listen. I promise you, when it comes, it's going to shake the foundation of YouTube.
I seriously look forward to it. I really want to see it. I don't agree with everything you say, but what you say is generally backed by evidence or some kind of evaluation.
See, that's a real one right there. That's a real one right there. That's a real one right there. Salute to you, homie. Salute to you.
So, I'm excited.
But that content is coming.
Is that the same evidence that Roach believes in aliens?
Your final thought: Are you my friend, EM?
Absolutely, I'm your friend, Steven.
Thank you.
I'm your friend, bro.
About my life.
See you trolling. Why you trolling? See, look at you. Look. Hey, I want to say this real quick though, real quick. In regards to, that content that's coming. See, I'm a bit, people know me in my personal life. They know I'm an extremely busy man, right? So hang on. I want to solidify some things personally, but because I don't want to just jump into anything half glass full, like, casual takes with CB83. You know what I mean? I want to be all in so I can bring the absolute best quality of content to this community. Because believe it or not, I love this community. Everybody in this community, the haters, the idiots, the casual, everybody. I love everybody. So I don't want to be just another platform out here, like casual takes at CB83.
Hey, bro.
So
Hey,
at the
you
end of the
can
day,
never be
that's
me,
what's
bro. Hey, you
what's
can
going on
never
in
be
that's
me.
what's going on.
You can never be me. I'm always
waiting.
right.
EM waiting till the
You can
Dolphins lose
never
a
be
game. The
me,
problem
EM.
is the Dolphins ain't losing. We're going undefeated, baby. Take that to the fucking bank.
What's that? What's that, John? I didn't hear you. What's that?
I said you're waiting on the Dolphins to lose a game behind Tua Tagovailoa. Only problem is we're going undefeated, baby. We're taking this all the way.
Yeah, that's what he. Hey, he waiting on the negativity. That's what he waiting
Yeah,
on.
I
He's
know.
negative
Yeah.
Nancy, man.
I know.
All right.
No, bro.
But
EM,
anyway,
EM, get out of here.
again, and I'm serious this time. I'm out. Y'all be good. Enjoy
Hey, get
your
out,
day.
man. Get out.
Take it
Come
easy,
through
man.
tonight
Have a
if you.
good one,
Hey,
EM.
don't run from us
CB83,
tonight,
you
though.
next. You next.
You know what though? I haven't been sleeping late.
Yeah.
I've been having trouble sleeping, and you know what, CB, I will show up tonight because I do need to get. I need something to help me sleep better at night.
EM, they paid your
Hey,
swear
here we
jar.
go.
EM paid your.
See,
Ivan
there's
paid your
another real
swear
one
jar.
right there. There's another real one. Watch. Salute to you. But y'all be
EM and
good. John
Sharif's swear jar
Christolakis.
paid off.
Hey, John Christolakis, I let you make it today, but hey, keep on with your mealy mouth and you're going to get stepped on, my friend. Real talk. So y'all
Can't
be
wait for
good.
that day,
Salute.
bro.
I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah,
All right, CB83.
boy, I tell you what.
Hey, CB83, 60 seconds. Go. 60 seconds. Plug what you got to plug. Draymond Green.
Hey, can you
Hurry
guys hear me?
up, Draymond.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm getting terrible service out here. Hey, guys, it's okay. We're fans. We want to be excited about what we're seeing from our team, and that's we should be excited about it. But it's okay. Like I said, it's okay for guys to be wrong. If you were wrong, just come out and repent your Tua sins and say, "Hey, I apologize to the kid. I felt like he couldn't get it done." And
it's $50.
Now I have a
$50
change of
donation to
heart.
Steven for
It's okay to have a change of heart, man. It's okay. So now we come together and say, hey, we support the kid, we support the Dolphins. We're good enough to get don't be on here talking about slow your roll. Don't get on here talking about slow your roll. It's only 3 games. He plays solid. He's on pace to be really good. You should get behind that and ride that wave just like we've been riding it from the beginning. So don't cry about it. Don't get on here and say, "Oh, you guys are poking your chest." No, I don't want to hear that shit. I just don't want to hear it, bro. I believed in the kid from day one, so I knew the context of the game.
They're coming for you, CB.
Now we're
better.
That's why
Skynet's coming for you, CB. You're breaking up. They're getting you, CB. All right, CB83.
Let me go real quick. Let me
Bye,
go.
Draymond Green. Love you, brother.
Skylar Non wins.
Let me finish up. Yeah, just get behind your team. We're 3-0 right now. We're going into Thursday against the Bengals. We know this team is special. We've all been saying it. Well, not all of us have been saying it, but I've been saying it before the season started. There's a different atmosphere around this team. We got chemistry. We got the 2 best wide receivers right now in the NFL, and Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. We got a defense that. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. I'm just getting word that it's not Brian Flores' defense. Because I was told that it was Brian Flores' defense. I've been hearing from everyone that this is Brian Flores' defense. No, I guess not. Because how many points did we allow in the fourth quarter in these past 3 games totaled? 3 points. 3 points. That's all we've allowed.
That's
so
impressive.
I'm guessing that Brian Flores, yes, 3 total points in 3 games in the fourth quarter. So this defense stands even without Brian Flores here. Get behind Mike McDaniel, get behind Tua Tagovailoa, and get behind the Miami Dolphins. I'm out.
You heard it there. Sharif, final thought of the day.
My final thought is, what did I learn from this past weekend? Nothing. Because I understood once again the blocking scheme and the offensive line didn't need help. We didn't need Treader. We're fine. All right. And this is my basis behind me going to host the show. All right.
We're gonna have to talk about when you're gonna host, but I will let you host. But it ain't gonna be Monday next week.
No, sure. Once we contact each other on Twitter, we'll get to that. Nando.
We'll get a day. We'll get a day in the near future that you will host the show, and you will have full immunity with the exception of 10-minute timeouts. Because even I get 10-minute timeouts.
So in order to be like this, Dolphin fans in the comments, You have to know the team. It doesn't mean you got to get the all 22, but like EM said, at least when you watch film, let your opinion be based on that, right? Nobody is free of criticism. I don't even talk about Tua. I've criticized Boyer this season, and he's done right by me enough to get back on my good ship. Steven know that I thought the coverage was
rats
too
on the
much.
ship?
No, the coverage was too much off in the Baltimore game.
Oh, okay.
And I criticized Boyer for the coverage being so far
a
off.
lot.
And he tightened that up. He played cover 2, which is a 4-3. He let Jalen Phillips rush with 4 defenders, and I love the adjustment because you give Kader Kohu and X some help by putting 2 safeties back there. So I watch film. I don't care if you think I'm higher or think I'm better than other Dolphin fans in the comments. I'm not better than you. I actually understand the team. So what did I learn? Not a damn thing this season. I told everyone it would take 11 weeks for them to adjust to this Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson type of offense.
Sharif, I love you, man, but you are great at like 60-minute monologues. Can you please pick up the pace?
I'm sorry, bro, but to me, I want to get people on board with
Sharif,
the team.
I want people to watch our show when you host.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, you
Don't
better
be
not make me
afraid.
lose listeners
What
that day.
What I want people to know, don't be afraid of Buffalo, man. Don't be afraid of Cincinnati. They got to learn Tyreek and Waddle. That's their problem. Have that mentality, bro. It has nothing to do with Garoppolo or if Tua can do better than Garoppolo in this offense. It has to do with this freaking team. We're better. We watched this team grow for 3 years. We saw 38 players come off the street. We're now a grown team. You think anyone can beat us now? They had that chance in 2019, 2021. It's not happening, bro.
All right, dude.
All right, Sharif. I love you, bro.
Hey, man. That's why I'm being hosting the show. And you guys are not in love.
Tell him.
Don DeMarco. See you later, guys.
Love you, brother. Be good, man.
See you, man. All right, I got you, Steven.
All right, Robert. Wake us up.
Let's do what we're going to do Thursday. Go take your nuts and drop them on the damn table and tell the Bengals to lick them. And with that, I'm out.
Actually, I don't know why I air horn that because I don't know why I'm there. Robert, I love you, bro. Be good, man. I don't know why I have to air horn that because I don't want that. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm not as
Long
angry as I
weekend,
was a
bro.
little bit ago. I feel better now. Okay. Who should ladies first? Miss Fins. Final thought of the day. Take yourself off mute.
Well, thank you for having me, Steven. I appreciate it. You're awesome. You're the first one to allow me to come on. So I'm always gonna love coming up here. But thank you for having me. Like I said before, early in the show, we're blowing out the Bengals, people. If you don't see that, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, honestly. If you don't see it, the Dolphins are going to blow out the Bengals. They have no O-line. And, this is going to be a really nice win. We need this win. Just to prove that even the adversity of a short week, we can also overcome. Because, McDaniel said it. Adversity creates opportunity. And we're going to definitely take this opportunity and make it better. So I see the blowout. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely going to talk about it on Thursday. So, but thank you for having me, Steven. Ball 954 again. So nice to see you on Sunday. I don't know if you're going to fan club weekend. I'm going that day. So I'll definitely catch you again. And everybody in the chat, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Nando, really nice to see you again, man. Talk to you later, and fins up.
Fins up.
Easy. All right.
And then there were 3.
And there were 3.
I had
Bond
to steal
954,
your words,
take yourself
Steven.
off mute.
All right,
Jump
real
your
quick,
gun.
Steven, man, I love you, man. Thanks for having me on. It was a great panel. Came in kind of hot. I just want to say, man, I got to thank Steven because this is one of the first channels that I really like just got accepted into, like off the rip when I joined this community. Steven's giving me the opportunity. I've talked to 2 people that I've had differences with in just takes, which is EM and TD on this channel. And I've had nothing but respect for both those guys since then. Not that I didn't respect them, but I got to voice my takes to them. They actually, they didn't know me. They didn't have to let me talk, but they came over here, saw me in the chat, and they brought me up, and I got to talk. So, Steven, I know today was rough. I apologize if I contributed to that, man. But we love what you're doing, man. Keep doing it. I just want to say as far as Dolphin, and Miss Fins, that's my girl, y'all. So if y'all in the chat don't know, that's my girl. Like I was trying to yell over everyone. Me and Miss Fins are great. Like I love her. I was talking and when I said the thing about her TD takes, not that she doesn't have her own takes, I was talking about things like passing the off season, a couple of things. But anyway, guys, we gotta stay hopeful. Main thing I love about this team is if you pay attention to the press conferences, they're focused. They're not faltering everything they're asked. They're like, hey, one game at a time. We're enjoying this win, and then we're business when we're back to practice. That's got to give you hope. Look at the controversy that we've been in these games, and we've overcame it. So fins up, man. We got to have faith. This team is focused. I'm telling you, it's different. They're focused, and they're locked in. They believe. They don't care what we think, what the media thinks. They believe.
I believe. I love you, brother. Be good, man.
Love you too, bro.
Hot Take Tuesday turned into Wildin' Out Tuesday.
How you feeling, boss?
Feel a little bit better. I feel a little bit better. I was ready to leave the show. I was ready to pull Ken Dorsey. Forget all y'all.
That would have been wild.
To go crazy.
If we saw you started punching tablets and papers and whatnot. But damn, I know you were ready to leave like about an hour ago, man. But credit to you for sticking it out, man. I know you do some good work, bro. It's been a long weekend. This weekend you'll finally be able to kick your feet up and relax. Take your Monday off.
I know.
Vibe.
There will be no show on Monday. It will be. I am taking 3 days off.
We get a victory
Saturday,
Monday,
Sunday, and Monday. Nothing. I'm not doing. Actually, I am. I'm going to a wedding, so I don't even get to chill at my house, which I'm excited. I'm excited to go to this wedding. I just want to be at home.
Damn. At least you get a little. The wedding will be like a little mini vacation, kind of.
Yeah. Well, but I would have traveled every week.
I was gonna say, yeah. You keep traveling though, so I don't know about that for you. That's tough, man. But credit to you, man. Testament to the dedication you got for the show.
So it's official. You're going to be doing MetLife Takeover with me Saturday and Sunday.
I will be there. We'll be ready to rock, man.
Yep. So it'll be Nando Talk and I at MetLife Takeover. It'll be good. I'm excited that you're going to be with me for that.
I'm excited, man. It's going to be my first ever Dolphins away game.
It's not going to be all on me, which I like.
There we go, man. That's what I'm saying.
I already talked to them, and yeah, we'll be good. And yeah. Don't worry about your ticket. I got your ticket too.
Oh, word.
Yes.
That's awesome. Because that's the one thing my buddy Trevor is not doing. Is him and his dad have been going since he was like 4 years old.
I got your game ticket. You're good.
That's awesome, bro. Thank you.
Yes.
First ever Dolphins away game.
Yes.
Wow.
You're set.
It's gonna be a good weekend, man. Finally get to win. Get 5-0. 5-0.
I definitely need your help Saturday and Sunday, like setting up, breaking down all that fun stuff. Yeah. All right.
I'm not there to visit New York. I'm there to.
You're there to work with Miami Sports Music Podcast Network, Nando Talk.
It's gonna be a good time, bro.
Go.
It's gonna be time.
Put out content.
If you need more help, I might ask my other buddy Spencer. I've done some shows with him. He's a good boy. He's a good fellow. He knows more production stuff than I do. If you need some help on that end, I don't know if Roach is traveling.
We'll talk behind close scenes, but yeah, we'll talk. I'm excited about it. It should be good.
Dude, I'm pumped, bro. Thanks. I just wanted to say thank you, bro, for toughing out, for putting up with the show, man. I know it became a Wild and Out Tuesday, but
it definitely did become a Wild and Out Tuesday. But that's what this show is. You never know what you're gonna get every single day.
That's what you get, bro. But that's what I was bringing up, like the first time, like you put up my video. Like I appreciated that, man. Like I've given props to Douglas Do Wrong before for telling me to start a YouTube, but the first time I ever came to YouTube, that's because of you, man. I didn't have a channel, I didn't have anything. It was all because of you, bro. You do really give a platform to people to speak, give them the confidence and give them that uplifting, positive vibes, bro. Spread kindness, and that's awesome. I wish I could give you a little hangry house, little sub right now, a little spread kindness sub,
spread kindness sub.
But
look at you. You already got you got it, kid. Little hangry house.
Hangry house right there, bro. But if not, you're gonna have to settle up with Robert and his beer, man, or just take the day off, bro. Just relax, man. You've done a lot of work over the last couple weeks, man.
Yep.
I wish you could have a nice little yummy sub and vibe, but
22 days today. So Wednesday will be 23, Thursday will be 24, and Friday will be 25 straight days of either traveling or doing a live show.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know you've been putting in that work. That's crazy.
25 days in a row. Please donate to the channel. Help the channel grow. It's a lot. I'm sacrificing everything because I want this to be as big as it can be. So I can't do it without your help. So when you guys share, when you guys like, when you guys donate even $1, if all 120 people that are watching right now donated $1, it would go such a long way. I really mean that. One day I'm going to get all 120 people to donate $1. But
it's like doing a wave.
I know. I want it would. It's that big when you guys do that. So I appreciate it, and you guys are nothing but love. And I'm sorry for my letting things get a little to me earlier, but go back and watch the show and you'll see. But I love y'all. Y'all are the best. And tomorrow is Wildin' Out Wednesday. Tomorrow I'll be prepared for it. Tomorrow I will be prepared for it. But yeah, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to
Can't wait to meet you too, Trucker Sean. Hell yeah.
It's going to be awesome. All right, let me end the day with a little
so low.
Yeah. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.
Let's go. Check me out at Nando Talk, huh? Forgot to say that.
DOLPHIN, 60 minutes in the game. We be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN, 60 minutes in the game. We be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Fresh up off the wind, we was down but made it back. Purple smoke up in the air, that's that Raven pack. We was mad, disappointed in the first half. Came back and cleaned them up, that's a bird bath. Moving on now, team feeling strong now. To a time to anthem, we're about to learn the song now. We got cheater, defense beater. Slow them down, ain't got a chance. 17 through the scene, hit them with that water dance. Anyway, defense straight, got our stock piling. We gon' dig a big hole for him and Josh Allen. We'll celebrate this week, but Sunday we are not smiling. Get your grills and make them hot. Flame them like that yellow light. DOLPHIN, 60 minutes in the game. We be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN, 60 minutes in the game. We be playing to the end, and we COOK, cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo.
Hey, man, McDaniels, he's gonna need a wheelbarrow, man, for his nuts to carry around, man. He got a lot of cocoa on this, you know what I'm saying?
This is the #1 Miami fan morning show. Clock Blockers.